Hello! I'm going to play some Football Manager 2020. This is, of course, at the moment, the beta version. The full game will be releasing in the coming weeks, but those that bought the game ahead of time now have early access to it, same as every year, basically. You can just play the beta version a little bit ahead of time, so that's what I'm going to do. Hey, Gecko, how you doing? Yeah. I had a wander around the house. I calmed down a little bit after Battletech driving me crazy. And I'm going to play a little bit of Football Manager. I don't know how long for at the moment. It will be until Shell requires me. But she's going to try and have a little nap at the moment. So this is something I've just been playing in my spare time since the beta version released. I'm 26 games into the season with Derby County. This is the team that I'm intending to do a career of this time around with this version of the game. We did Blythe Spartans last year on 2019, which I really enjoyed doing, and I do love Blythe Spartans. They're a great team, one of my favourite, well, my very favourite low league team to play. But Derby is my home city and my home team. It's my place of birth. So this year I will be playing a Derby County career. And I just thought I'd have a bit of a play around on the beta version before I start that. Just this, like I said, most of this was done offline just to get myself to grips with the team, figure things out. And we're doing all right, to be honest. We're 26 games played, 14 wins, 7 draws, 5 losses, 49 points on the table. We're tied with Bristol and Middlesbrough. But we are currently, thanks to our goal difference of plus 18, sitting in third place. So we are in the playoff zone. Now, the board is just expecting a top half finish from the club this season. But at the moment we're looking to exceed those expectations. Whether that'll last or not, I don't know. But it's the 1st of January, and that is the day that Wayne Rooney arrived at the club, or arrives at the club in real life. But in this, he has already arrived and, in fact, already played one match for me. He didn't do amazingly well, but there he is. He's in the side. Wayne Rooney, England legend, back from the States, playing for Derby County. I've got to say, I never, ever thought I would see that happen. It's a little bit ridiculous to me to think that Wayne Rooney is playing for Derby County, or will be in the future, but there he is, right there. His stats are not what they used to be. He's not quite as good a player as he was in his peak. He's still one of the best players that I have in my club, though. Although he's seriously lacking in pace, agility, acceleration, fitness, stamina. He's definitely past his prime at 34. He's not gonna be able to play every game, or necessarily full games, but hopefully when he is there on the field, he'll make a bit of a difference, if nothing more than being a bit of a morale boosting talisman for the rest of the players. Lazy says, "Hey Dor, you named the stream wrong, isn't it? Derby County." Thank you, Lazy. Thank you. Yeah, no, it isn't. Where was I? So 120 caps for England, 53 goals, pretty damn good record. Although towards the end of his career, it did get a lot of stick, bless him. But I've been playing a variety of formations with this Derby team. This is just the last one I used, a 4-4-2 diamond narrow, making use of those wing backs, pushing up on attacking duties, up the flanks, allowing me a little bit more control in the centre of the pitch, and 2 forwards. I was previously playing Waghorn alongside Marriott, and now Rooney's in. We're using him instead, but so far, like I say, it's only been for one match. The other formations I've been playing, I kind of haven't really made my mind up because, as I said, I was just sort of experimenting with this and just trying things out. My first little foray into Football Manager 2020, seeing how things work. And I think that the formation I've had the most success out of is probably this one. Again, it's very common, the 4-2-3-1 wide. You see loads of modern teams using this all over the place. But this is the version of it I've been using. Again, I'm using my attacking football style. I do like to attack. That's one of the new things with this version is you now have to agree with the board on a few more things, such as the style of football you're going to play, and they expect entertaining football, the board here at Derby County, and attacking football makes for entertaining football, so that plays in nicely to the way I like to play things anyhow. So we're also going for the Gegenpress tactical style, so very aggressive charging down of the opposition when they're in possession, trying to regain the ball as quickly as possible. High defensive line, and yeah, extremely urgent when it comes to trying to win the ball back. I do like the Gegenpress. If I remember rightly, I think all of mine are Gegenpress. Yep, every single one. Again, it's just a way I like to play. So yeah, this formation I think has had the most success with the two inside forwards, attacking midfielder in the centre, advanced forward, box-to-box midfielder, standard centre midfielder, two wing-backs on support, two ball-playing defenders, and a sweeper keeper on defence. It's not infallible though, but I think it has had most of my best results. The other one, again, as I said, I'm flicking through all of these at the moment. I still haven't settled on which one I think I like the most, but this is another one I was given a try. It's kind of a 3-4-3 sort of. Some might say it's 5 at the back with those wing backs, but they're pushing forward a lot more. They're more kind of close to the midfield really than the defence. So here I've got a false 9. This is styled off of this is a little bit Jurgen Kloppy, a little bit Liverpool. So we've got inside forwards there, we've got false 9 there, Carolero there, ball winning midfielder in centre mid alongside, two wing backs on support. You'll notice I do like my wing backs. A couple of ball playing defenders, and initially I did have this position there as a defensive midfielder. I tried it on Anchorman as well, but I've recently pulled it back to make it a libero, which is interesting. It's a libero on attacking duty, so they push a little bit higher up the field, try to get in on the attack a little as well. And I've just kind of been experimenting with that to see how it works out, and yeah, it's not too bad. Like mixed results, but not all terrible. But I'm willing to give it a bit more of a try. But yeah, that's where it is at the moment. But obviously, when Rooney had arrived, I decided I'm just going to switch to the diamond, just so I could justify using him as a second striker initially, see how it went. But yeah, he was fairly average, so I might not force myself to play formations that necessarily fit him in the side. But we've got to make some use of the guy, haven't we? We've signed him. Like, what can he do? He can also play in midfield. Deep line playmaker. I might be able to accommodate that. Attacking midfielder, advanced playmaker. Yeah, but I mean his favourite role is deep line forward. I mean I could always change the false 9 to a deep line forward and see how that works out. But then it means I'd be leaving Marriott out, and Marriott has been doing fairly well. He's scored 10 goals for us so far. Lawrence as well. Lawrence has been pretty impressive, to be honest, playing as an inside forward on that left side. Favours being an inverted winger, but I've been playing him as an inside forward. Only finishing 11, but considering his finishing isn't the best, he has managed to score joint goals with Marriott. They're on 10 each. Although my top scorer is Patterson here on 12 goals. Jamie Patterson. He's on loan from Bristol City at the minute, and he's also been playing as an inside forward for us as well. Sometimes as an attacking midfielder centre, is it him? Yeah, sometimes he's done that as well, but most of his goals I think have been from the inside forward position. But yeah, so that's what we've got to work with at the moment. I didn't really make any signings. If you have a look, so that wasn't Matthew Bonswell wasn't brought in by me. Was that in or out? No, that was in. Yeah, I think that was brought in by my youth development dude. So I haven't actually signed a single player. I'm still sitting on all the money that I had at the start. I have upped my wage budget. So initially I was given a transfer budget of 10 million. I've dropped that down in order to bump up my wage budget, because there were players that I wanted to keep that I needed to offer new contracts to, and I didn't have the room to offer them the money they wanted, and I didn't want to lose them. So Bogle was one of these, Jaden Bogle. So he got a new contract. He's only a 19-year-old, but he's a promising-looking wing-back, and I do tend to rely quite heavily on my wing-backs in the kind of football I like to play. So I had to keep him. We've got some other promising youths around as well. Max Bird, only 19 years old, average to decent-looking midfielder, depending on whether he hits his potential or not. We've also got Jason Knight as well, another midfielder. They're not playing in the first team very much. Every now and then they'll get in. But Bogle he's playing a lot of games. So where are we at? Who have we got next? Have a look at the schedule. As you can see, we played a lot of games. Huddersfield next in the FA Cup. Okay, could be interesting. As you can see, like friendlies all went well. Start of the season, pretty damn good. And then eventually we had a 6-1 loss away at Brentford, which was pretty embarrassing. Don't know quite what went wrong there, but that's not the first time that we've had a weird freak result like that. We'll get to the others later. So after that rattled us a little bit. I think I was probably trying something new at this point. We ended up drawing with Cardiff, losing away to Leeds. We got knocked out of the Carabao Cup, which we don't really care about too much, but Burton knocked us out on penalties. Slightly embarrassing as well. Former Derby manager Nigel Clough, of course, in charge at Burton. I'm sure it put a smile on his face to see us knocked out by his team. Birmingham we lost to as well. And then we got back on our good streak, managing to rack up wins and draws here for quite a while until another 6-1 loss against Blackburn. So 6-1 loss away to Brentford, 6-1 loss away to Blackburn. Don't know why. It was weird. I think I was playing a new formation again. Might be why, but strange that I'd have two results that were that ridiculous. But then, yeah, it's been up and down since then. But as I said, we're doing well in the league table. We're way ahead of our expectations of a top half finish. Yeah, just looking forward to getting more games under our belt, see which of these strategies I like the most. If you... Oh, do I? Did I? No. You need to refresh, Gecko. Refresh your page and it should correct. I'm pretty sure I fixed that before I went live. Yeah. No, it's definitely a you problem, Gecko. Definitely a you problem. What's Duane Holmes want? Oh, he's moaning. This is Duane Holmes. He's American, 25 years old. He's actually a pretty decent player. He says, "You can't make me refresh. I'm not going to do it." All right. No worries, Gecko. You do you, mate. Yeah, so Duane Holmes, pretty decent, and he's a little bit unhappy at the moment. I don't really want to lose him, to be honest. He's actually quite a good player for us. Has he got any caps for America yet? He's got 2 caps for the United States. Not bad. He's started his international career. Let's see if Keogh can resolve the issue first. No, Keogh can't, so I'm going to have to offer him a new contract because I definitely don't want to lose him. Oh, he's happy that I even bothered to talk to him. Bless him. What a nice guy. What a nice guy. He doesn't need a new contract after all. He's just going to hang in there. It's not Derby County yet, anyway. Not while we're doing well, it's not. If we start doing badly, then I'll agree it's Derby County. Right, so that was our last match. As you see, Rooney, he got 6.7. Nothing particularly special, to be honest. Oh, George Thorne has returned from his loan. He's not as good as he used to be. He had a lot of potential at one point. He seems to have missed that potential. Never mind. We are currently in a transfer window, and I do have some money. Let's have a look at the team report. Have a look at squad depth. Check it out. Oh, thank you for the gifted sub, Gecko. Thank you so much. Where are we at? So just looking at squad depth for this formation, we do have a bit of a deficit at wing back left. It's not as bad if we pull him back to a fullback left and play the wing back style of fullback. But I might want to try to sign one, but I don't think I've got the money to get anyone good. And if I don't have the money to get anyone good, then I'll probably just not get anyone at all and save it for next season. We can make do. Platinum FM, thank you very much for the follow. Really appreciate that. Let's just have a quick look. Player search. Let's edit the search. Let's clear all of that. We want wing back left. Okay. Yep, we're seeing people in the list. Let's see if there's any that we've already had a look at. So, recommendation. We've got this Chima Okoroji. Yeah, let's scout him out a little bit more. Oh, he's on a free transfer? I might just try to sign him, you know. This is not recommended. He's probably going to turn up to be a lemon. But I haven't got much time in this window, so I'm not sure if I can waste the time scouting him. Let's have a look. What does he want? He wants a lot of stuff here. Game promotion. Well, yeah, that is a long-term aim. Give him a big pay rise. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, we could do that. I'm going to remove that, though. Just don't want him dictating too much. Improve the coaching team. No, you can get stuffed on that, mate. I'm not even in control of that at the moment. I've just left that to the AI to deal with. My first playthrough of Football Manager 2020. I just thought, I just want to worry about the team. Can't be bothered with the staff right now. We'll sort that out in the future. Can be a little bit overwhelming with admin sometimes when you start a new game, and I like to kind of just deal with the team first, usually for about a season, and then I'll want to take over the staff and improve that. Right, what do you want me to improve midfielders? Nah, you can get stuffed on that as well. We ain't got the money for improving loads of stuff. Let's suggest those promises. Yeah, he's happy to move on. So you'll notice from previous Football Managers, this contract negotiation screen looks a little bit different, and that's because it is. We have this kind of pre-contract negotiation, which you did have, I think, in the last game, but the screen looked very different. It wasn't the same. You can have like promises. There wasn't as much to it though. They've definitely fleshed it out a bit more. Let's say. Let's finalize those promises, and we can go to negotiate contract. So what does he want? 3-year contract. Yeah, I'm all right with that. Wage, that's pretty low. Yeah. Now that wage is concerning me. I'm thinking because he's asking for so little, he might actually be a little bit rubbish. But he's 22 years old. If he turns out to be rubbish, we can sell him. At the end of the day, I'm pretty sure we're signing him for nothing right now. We're just offering him a contract. So this is pure profit. Even if we end up having to sell him, we've not lost a signing fee or anything like that, have we? So yeah, we've offered him that. He seems okay with it. That'll do. So that'll strengthen that one position up. There's also this guy. Amari Bell? Amari? Amari? No, I'm failing. Sorry. You can be Amari, or Mr. Bell. This guy, he's. We can at least see his stats. He doesn't look too bad. What's his traits? Yeah, they look all right. But this guy would cost us money because he is contracted to Blackburn. So, not sure we can really go for him. So I reckon we'll just settle for Chima Okoroji, and we'll just hope that he's not terrible. That'll do for now. That might be the only signing I make this season. But then again, you know, the board did bring in Wayne Rooney. Do we need to sign anyone else? Probably. Rooney's pretty rubbish. He's not that good. Okay, this screen has changed as well. You see first team players available for under 18s match. Basically, the making players available for your under 23s and your under 18s has changed a little bit. I would like to say it's a little bit easier to deal with. It's debatable whether it is or it isn't. It's definitely different. I think you can do it with a list. Yeah, you could do it this way. So that's the old style if you choose. I have been sticking it with this and just using these, but none are available at the moment, so I can't really show you that fully. I will when I have some players to mess around with. Wayne Rooney is suited to... Okay, yeah, let's get Wayne Rooney on set pieces. Let's do it. I do like this quick pick stuff you can do, though. That makes sorting all this out so much faster. Football Mad Gamer, thank you very much for the follow. I really appreciate that. Hope you enjoy the stream. Where are we? Yep, so just clearing them all and quick picking them. I used to spend ages poring over, like, figuring out who's best at what. Now, no, not anymore. Just quick pick, done. On we go. Let's move on. So, Huddersfield Town in the FA Cup third round. Now, what was our expectation there? This is Club Vision. This is kind of new as well. And they give you a performance rating now. You get a grade as well, like A, B, C, D, etc. I'm currently on an A grade. I'm top of the class. Perfect student right now. So as to summarise the board, I'm absolutely delighted with the way you're leading the team. That's because we are ahead of expectations. Hope that lasts. We'll have to see. Now I've started streaming, it'll probably all go wrong. That's the way things work, isn't it, generally? So where are we? I wanted to find out my prediction. There we go. So reach the fourth round minimum. Right. And that was Carabao's third round minimum, which we achieved that. So, yeah, I don't really care too much about the cup. So, if we get knocked out, we get knocked out. Right. Team selection advice. This is another thing that's changed. So, you get this this screen will pop up now. Your assistant manager will give you advice on the team easily. You can just go use suggested squad. Yes. And it will just switch all of those players in for you. Now, you do still need to sort out your subs bench because, true to form, this game does still give you some silliness on your subs bench. When you do auto select, so I will go and figure that out. Oh, Lampard, hiss, boo! You left us, Frank. You left us. How could you? Can't really blame him. Chelsea is his club. If you were offered the Chelsea job and you'd spent your whole career at Chelsea, you'd take it, wouldn't you? I'm not going to hold that against him. Right, Bondswell. Who are you? 17-year-old. Looks like our youth team are up to stuff. Oh, we'll accept him. Let's hope he's not terrible. So I've got my backroom staff sorting out signings for the youth team and that, but I still have the veto, so I can still accept or deny at the end of a negotiation. Right, let's give him some criticism and him some praise. So another thing, the Dev Center. This is new. You won't have seen this page before this version of Football Manager. This allows you to see youth players that are developing and whether they're progressing well or not, and presumably intercept things that are going badly and do something about it. Oh, excuse me. At the moment, I'm just kind of looking at this and going, oh, isn't this pretty? There's some lines and stuff and some people doing things. Great. On we go. So I've not really given it that much attention. It's nice to know it's there. I'm sure I'll get to grips with it at some point in the future. At the moment, not too interested. I'm more interested in just playing and seeing if I can get some decent results with my home team. I do really have Rooney. Yes, Football Mad Gamer wants to see Rooney. Sorry, I've only just seen that comment. Wayne Rooney is playing for Derby County. There he is. His stats are not amazing. He's definitely long past his prime at 34 years old, but there he is. Very much lacking in acceleration, agility, natural fitness, pace, and stamina. I think in this part of his career, he's definitely hitting the booze and the fags, or cigarettes, I should say, for the American audience. So he's not he's not what he used to be. He's still got some reasonable stats in there: aggression, bravery, composure, leadership, teamwork, vision, penalty taking, passing, long shots, crossing. They're all pretty reasonable. So he's still capable of some stuff. I like to kind of see him as a bit of a Paul Gascoigne at this stage in his career. Decent with the ball, can do some stuff with it, but very unfit and eats too many pies and drinks too many beers. But we could still make use of him. At the moment, he's down for midfield. Why? I'm not quite sure. He doesn't cope with the Carolero role very well at all. I think maybe we'll change that role. We'll make him a deep line playmaker on support. That'll suit him a little bit better. We'll change things up a bit. Scott Fitzpatrick 316. Thank you very much for the follow. I hope you enjoy the stream. So, yeah, we'll switch that role just so we can afford to play Rooney in midfield. He'll feel a little bit more like Paul Gascoigne now, won't he? Being a playmaker in midfield with his lack of pace. But he's just not got the legs for playing up front anymore, I don't think. It's just not going to happen. So we'll try him there. Okay, let's see if we can get on with the game. We've got Huddersfield Town. Has been looming for quite a few minutes now. Let's get it on. Okay, so I think I'm happy with this lineup, but I did say we'll have to sort the subs bench out. Hamer's ineligible because it's his parent club. We've loaned him from Huddersfield, so I guess we'll be going into this without a reserve goalkeeper on the bench. What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, I know. No need to answer that. Right, let's see. Who else do we want? Patterson's good. We've got Huddlestone. Yeah, okay. I think I'm happy with that. Our bench looks all right. Is there anyone that I'm missing? Yeah, no. I'm totally screwing up. I want to get Wisdom on. I didn't have a spare right back at all for a moment. All right, that'll do. Oh, Shinny's pretty decent, but he's a little bit knackered, isn't he? I mean, it's only a cup game, isn't it? How hard do we really want to try? Not too hard. Let's get this game on. Rooney, a little bit lacking in match fitness. A little bit lacking in fitness in general. Well, very lacking in fitness in general. But we'll crack on. Right, I need to turn the game sound on. Let's pause that and get that on. And hopefully it's not going to be too loud. I have adjusted my stream settings, hopefully accordingly. That's based off of the levels I use for Football Manager 2019. Fingers crossed it'll be all right. Right, we're on key highlights as well, so the matches should progress fairly quickly. I know I used to commentate on extended highlights. There we go. There's the crowd. Right, hopefully that volume is not too loud for you. Oh, that's a great start, isn't it? We're 7 minutes in. Huddersfield scored from a set piece. Fantastic. Good stuff. Oh, look at him wide open there. Flicks it into the net. Beautiful finish from that Mounier guy. Well done to him. Let's go for our first demand more of the game. Pathetic, lads. What are you doing? Come on. Yeah, Battletech is gone for the day, I'm afraid, Cassian. It's driven me to insanity, so we're going to play a bit of Football Manager. Until Shell and William wake up from their nap, and then we're going to make some dinner. Crowd is pretty quiet at that point. Oh, Rooney! Rooney tries his luck from about 35 yards, but yeah, it was wide of the target. Still, it had some power to it, that. It was looking pretty good. Eerily quiet in the background. It's a bit weird, that. Okay, so we've had 7 shots to their 5, 3 on target to their 2. We are 1 goal down, and we have had 3 players booked so far. Captain Keogh, Wayne Rooney, and Craig Forsyth. Brilliant. Good job, lads. Right, let's tell them it was disappointing, which is the recommendation of the assistant manager. I'm happy to go with that. Let's tell Keogh to ease off tackles. It won't let me do that yet. Let's start the second half, and then we'll do it. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Going to ignore the rest of the advice. Not interested. See if we can turn things around a little bit in this second half. Although, like I said, I'm not worried if we go out of the cup. Honestly, if we go out, it's kind of a good thing at this stage because I really want to focus on our league position. See if we can get in. Well, we're already in the playoff zone. See if we can finish in the playoffs. Maybe have a chance of going up to the Premiership. Far more important to me at this point than the FA Cup. Although you do get nice money for a good FA Cup run, has to be noted. But you also get nice money for getting promoted to the Premiership. Okay, looking a little bit dangerous at the back there, but looks like we've got a free kick just outside the edge of the box. Lawrence steps up to take it, whips it in off the post, and Marriott with the tap into the open net, and we have equalised. It's 1-1 now. This is what we want to see. Good job. And that was a great free kick initially from Lawrence. Unfortunately, smashing it into the post, but Marriott was there on the edge of the 6-yard box, ready and waiting to slot that in. I think that's his 11th goal of the season now. Good stuff. Lazy says, Rooney, hold my sausage roll. I'm going to kick this one. I wonder how many sausage rolls he ate at half-time. Poor Rooney, eh? Shouldn't take the mick. Hopefully he'll do some wonderful stuff for us, and I'll stop laughing at him. Okay. Kachunga on the right wing for Huddersfield. Huddersfield looking to go ahead again with another goal. O'Brien in the middle now. In the Benza. Now, Okagnoli whips it in. Kachunga slots it in at the far post, and that makes it 2-1 to Huddersfield. 53 minutes gone, and we are going for another demand more. This is not looking great, is it? Should have just gone with the formation I've had the most success with, but I really want to try and make this one work with that libero. I like the idea of having a libero instead of a defensive midfielder. It just makes me feel a little bit more solid at the back, although the evidence is going against that from this game. We've not been that solid at the back at all. There we go, we've got Marriott to Bielik. Takes it past his man, plays it out wide to Bogle. And back inside Bielik. I think he's the one that's playing as the libero. You see how far forward he's come. We've got Evans picking the ball up, playing in Rooney. Rooney didn't want it. Forsyth now. Can we get Rooney in again? Yeah, Rooney on the ball. What are you going to do with it, Rooney? Plays it to Bird. Out wide to Forsyth. Get a cross in, lad. Get a cross in. Gets it to Lawrence. Now Rooney in the box. Oh! Wayne Rooney! Yes! Get in! Wayne Rooney scores his first goal for Derby County in only his second game for Derby County. And he scores that one playing as a midfielder. Has to have 2 goes at it, but we'll take that. Thank you very much, Wayne Rooney. Somebody was definitely holding his sausage roll there. Okay, let's ease off tackles with Forsyth. Never know how to pronounce these names. I don't listen to commentary anymore. I would know how to pronounce them all if I did. Dan Daven, thank you very much for the follow. I really appreciate that. I spend more time playing Football Manager than paying attention to real football these days. That is the sad truth. Marriott, Bogle, Marriott again. Now Bird. He's the youth midfielder there, age 19, getting a chance in the team for this FA Cup game. Forsyth, can he put a cross in? Plays it short to Lawrence. Lawrence with a cross. Congolo, goal scorer for Huddersfield, heads away there. I think he was a goal scorer anyway. And now Diakabi. I have no idea how to say his name, but that was a good run from him, whatever his name is. And Bogle get the tackle. No, he can't. Kachunga goes for the shot again, but this time saved. And comes out to midfield again. Let's go for another demand more. The score is 2-2 right now at Pride Park in this FA Cup. Is it a third round game? I think it's third round. Huddersfield, good cross there. And Marine with Marinier. I have no idea how to say his name. That's going to be a common theme. But this guy here scores a great goal. I'm going to call him Steve. Steve with a fantastic header for Huddersfield. Puts them ahead again. And that is 3-2 now to Huddersfield. As I said, though, if we get knocked out here, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. I really want to concentrate on our league position. Give us our best chance of going up. And fewer cup games to worry about equals a fitter team. And that gives us a better chance in the league. That being said, I'd still be happy if we can get a result from this, just for the sake of seeing this strategy work out. Lawrence puts it into the box to Holmes. Holmes' header is saved there. And it comes out. Is that for a throw-in the end? No, it's gone out for a corner. And Lawrence whips it in. Now Rooney on the edge of the 18-yard box. Plays it back to Lawrence. Lawrence offside, I believe, there. Yes, he is. Unfortunate. Old Wayne Rooney to ease off tackles. Don't want to get a red card for him. Playing an 8.2. He's doing pretty damn well, isn't he? Oh, that was an interesting effort there from long range. Yes, I am a Derby fan in real life. I am currently streaming from the city of Derby. I was born in Derby. I live in Derby again now, and Derby County are my home team and always have been. Okay, coming out to midfield now. Marriott playing it to Holmes. And the American do there. Plays it out to Bogle. Bogle cuts it inside to Bird. Bird switches it up to Forsyth. Can he put a cross in? Gets it to the head of Marriott. And Jack Marriott, with his 12th goal of the season, bags the equaliser in the 81st minute here at Pride Park. And now he's 3-3 now in this FA Cup game. What a goal glut this game is turning out to be. Wow. And a nicely put together goal here, I think. I was pleased with it. Anyhow, Marriott did well to get up there. I think that's more down to poor defending, I'd say, there in the centre. They really should have reacted better to that, but we'll take it. 21 shots we've had to their 10. I feel like we deserve to be winning this, really. Lawrence. Out to Holmes. Wayne Rooney. Bird. Forsyth. Come on, can we get Rooney in again? Bird on the edge of the box to Bogle. Takes a shot, but it's a poor effort. High and wide, unfortunately. Now, what's going to happen here? Rooney with a free kick from about 20 yards. Oh! He's missed the target, unfortunately. Okay. We've got 5 minutes of extra time to play here. Of added time. I really should have made some substitutions earlier. I've got some very tired players on the field right now. We're going to bring on Andre Wisdom at right back. And we're going to bring on... who else? Rooney needs taking off, really. He's knackered and he's on a yellow card. But do you know what? Screw it. I'm keeping him on. Against my better judgment. You never know. He might have a little bit more magic left in him. Hey, Thor. No worries, man. No worries. Yeah, Battletech is playing up today, so I'm doing a bit of Football Manager. Oh, Bird losing the ball horribly there. Oh, no. Oh, what an absolute sitter. And he's put it wide. He's fluffed his lines. We got away with that. Oh, don't send this game to a replay, please. Please. Even extra time would be a pain in the butt. This 3-3 scoreline is not what I want to see right now. I mean, we've got to go for a goal, haven't we? Let's go for winning it, even though I'm not really fussed about winning it. Oh, Wisdom! What an effort! That was a great long-range strike there. Aiming for the top left corner of the goal, but just a little bit too high. Here comes the corner, headed away. Bird is going to pick that up for Derby County. Cut it. Oh, no, he's not cutting it inside. He's played it long across to Lawrence on the other flank. Lawrence inside to Rooney. Rooney, nice little touch to Bird. Bird with the shot, but he puts it wide of the post. Unfortunate. A little bit more experience needed for that 19-year-old. Maybe that would have gone in. Evans pushing Kachunga there. That will be a free kick to Huddersfield inside the Derby half. Brown steps up to take it. Punts it into the box. Keogh hacks it away and out for a throw-in. What's Rooney's wage? That's a good question. What is Rooney's wage? 50k a week. Jesus. Can Derby afford 50k a week? I know the answer to that. The answer is no. Derby can't afford that. I used to work for the club, and at the time when I worked for the club, they were trying very hard to keep costs down, trying not to spend too much. How they've managed to muster up the money to afford 50k a week for Wayne Rooney, I don't know. Perhaps somebody's magicked the money out of somewhere. Right, well, I'm telling them that was disappointing, because that is the truth. A 3-3 draw at home against Huddersfield is kind of disappointing, but honestly, I'm mostly disappointed that we're going to have to go to a replay, really. That's an extra fixture that I didn't want. We're going to praise Marriott for his performance. 2 goals. Good stuff, lad. Good stuff. And on to the next game. So who have we got next? Middlesbrough away. Oh, crap. That's probably not going to go well, is it? Let's switch to the 4-2-3-1 wide for that. All of my strategy, well, 2 out of the 3 strategies are attacking, and the third one is positive. So yeah, we haven't really got a strategy set up for playing conservatively at away games. But screw it. Who needs to play conservatively when you're getting results like this from attacking? We'll stick with it. Derby 15th. That's not progress, is it? No, Derby in real life suck. Like, they did well for a season with Frank Lampard, and now it's all falling apart. Derby in Football Manager, far more interesting than Derby in real life right now. I'm 3rd in the table here. Maybe they should give me the manager job. Yeah, 50. I agree, football mad gamer. 50k is just mad for a championship side. You're absolutely right. I don't know what they were thinking. I think they just went, oh, we could have Rooney. Wow, maybe we'll sell some shirts. I just don't know why. Okay, what do we got here? When's our game? 6 days away. I don't want to make any of those available for reserves. But anyway, you're seeing this page now. Get Waghorn, make him unavailable. Yeah. Trying to decide who I actually want available and who I don't. Just those 2 then, I guess. Oh well. Okay. So, analysis against Huddersfield. Rooney played an 8.2. He actually did well there. So, playing that deep line playmaker role, he was doing good stuff for us. So, what do I have in this? We've got box to box and a centre mid. Right, so maybe if I change that to a support deep line playmaker instead, that gives us a home for Rooney. I mean, it suits Huddlestone a little bit better as well. But I'm thinking I want to try to get Rooney in this side as much as possible. I mean, we're paying him 50k a week, damn it. We want to make the use of him while he's still got some legs left on him. I think they're going to fall off by the end of this season. He'll be hopping around on peg legs or something. Scott Fitzpatrick says, the Rooney deal looks like a glorified publicity stunt. I am inclined to agree with you there, yes. I think it just might be. Dan Davin says, my local team is Oxford United. I'm sorry to hear that, Dan. I'm just kidding. Right, anyone looking interested in here? Well, we got no money, so I should just ignore all of these. Oh, he kind of looked. Let's have a look at him. Could be worse. I'll add him to shortlist. Maybe he'll become better in future. Okay. I actually do want to read that. So, what have they got? Middlesbrough now out to finish, and they mark well. Their crossing is not so good, and their dribbling is not so good. Okay. Well, we're going to be closing people down very quickly with our gegenpress style. So, hopefully that'll work out. Right, what's wrong with you on loan from Everton? Do I need you, or can I just sack you off at this point? Because I mean, really, you're not high up in the pecking order, are you, Kieran Dowell? Let's see if Keogh can resolve the issue. Keogh, you're useless. You've not resolved a single issue for me all season. He wants more playing time. Ugh. What's your problem? Okay, you want your loan terminating? Yeah, he is supposed to be a regular starter, isn't he? But honestly, I can't be bothered with you. 15k a week, and you're mostly sitting on my bench. Yeah, you can go. You can go. I'm probably going to regret that. Rooney's going to get injured, and I'm going to find out I need him for whatever. Right, can I terminate loan? There it is. Sorry, I'm floundering about looking for terminate loan. Get out, Kieran Dowell. Enough of your whinging. Yes, yeah, it might be right, Scott. Yeah. Okay, he made 5 appearances for us. Yeah, see, that was just not worth keeping him, was it? Why am I getting told about these guys? Whatever. All right, we'll keep him on the shortlist for now. Okay, Max Bird has the flu. Definitely sending him home. We don't want that spreading to the rest of the club, do we? Can you share screenshots? If you're a subscriber, you can share images without me giving permission. If you're not, I have to give permission. So I'll give you permission right now, but I don't want to have to keep doing it because it obviously interrupts the stream a lot. So I'll give you one now, but that'll be the only one. Right, let's hope that works. There you go. Yep, you got 60 seconds to post your screenshots. There better not be any willies on them. Nobody wants to see that. What do we got? Tony Weston. He looks quite promising, doesn't he? Is that someone you're using in your career then? Okay. Under 23s enjoy a big win over Dorchester. Not exactly a big achievement, is it? Chris Martin scored 5 goals. Wow, he really wants a go in the first team, doesn't he? He's not really played many for me this season. How many games has he had? 1? Is that it? He's had 1 as a substitute? Wow, I knew it was bad. I didn't know it was that bad. He says, develop and sell, get out of the championship. Probably not bad advice. Right. We got Low in Team of the Week and Wisdom as well. Nice, not too bad. Christian Bielik's progress is looking good. I'm a little bit worried about the fact that he's injury prone. So far, he's not been out injured at all this season. But aside from that, he's got some pretty good pros. Like, loves big matches, good consistency. He's a decent player, but that injury proneness worries me. Okay. Let's crack on to the next game if we can. Middlesbrough are 5th in the table. Okay, so that puts them 2 places below us, and we are playing away. Could be a game we're going to lose, you know. Have to see. Union Berlin have offered a contract to Chima Okoroji as well. Well, hopefully they've not offered him as much as we have. Pretty sure I just gave him what he asked for. Oh, Rooney wants to further his coaching development. Well, that's fine. I mean, pretty sure that's why Rooney's here in the first place. Doing a similar thing to Frank Lampard, although obviously Lampard didn't play for us. He did come to Derby to get his first taste of management. And I think Rooney has come to Derby to train up for his future as a non-player of the game. I've got a feeling he might want to either go into coaching or management. I mean, this is going to sound harsh, but I just can't picture Wayne Rooney being a good manager, though. He's not been known for having the biggest brain. I mean, at least with Frank Lampard. Frank Lampard was always... People always said, you know, he was like one of the smartest players in football. So you can see him being a manager. But Rooney, old Spudhead himself, I'm not sure. Okay, just taking all of that advice. Duane Holmes requires a new contract. I thought I just offered him a new contract. Yeah, we've got him until next year. So, whatever. We'll not offer him a new one just yet. Oh, look, I know, Keo, you want to be playing more. I'm sorry, and I've just reduced your playing time. Ugh. Okay, well, that was easy. It was like, oh, you've come to talk to me about it. Everything's fine because you've come to talk to me. All right, whatever, Richard. I mean, he is our captain. He should be playing a lot of games, but I've kind of got stronger players for the way that I'm playing at the back. He's not a ball-playing defender, you see, and I prefer two ball-playing defenders. He just doesn't do that well, sadly. Right, let's go with the suggested squad. I mean, look, he's there, but it's not his best role, is it? Is Rooney on the pitch? Rooney is on the pitch. Excellent. Middlesbrough are clear favourites. Yeah, we're going to get thumped here, aren't we? Let's sort out the subs bench. Have Malone, and let's have Wisdom, Huddlestone, Davies, Bennett or Joseph Zoon. Go with Bennett. Okay, I'm happy with that bench for now. Okay, so here we go. We're playing the 4-2-3-1 formation for this game. I'm not actually expecting a win here. I think we're gonna struggle against Middlesbrough away. The press certainly seem to think so as well. But stubbornly, I'm refusing to play a more cautious strategy or formation here. This formation has given me the best results, I think, so far this season. So I've wheeled this one out, and we'll see how it goes. Do I want you? I can't afford you. Oh, here we go. Chima Okoroji's coming to the club. All right, that could be useful. That's going to come through in July, though. Well, crap. That's not what I wanted. I wanted him in this transfer window. I kind of missed that one then. Should I just cancel that then? I think I might. No, then again, he's free. Look, this has cost me 34.5k. He's virtually free. I may as well just take him anyway. I can sell him on, can't I? Yeah, screw it. We'll accept it. I know he's not coming now. He's coming later, and by then I might be able to get a better player than him for that position. But if I do, I'll just sell him. We'll have made money because 35k is nothing to bring him in. That's probably worth it. We'll see in the future if it turns out to be. Right. Okay, I'm good to go. Let's submit this team. And let's see if Rooney's got any more magic in him. So we told him to go out and prove a point. Hopefully that point won't be that Middlesbrough are a better team than us. Of course, in this version, we no longer have to watch the kickoff highlight anymore, or the final whistle highlight. They've removed that. You're straight into the action, which I think is good. Kind of wasting less of your time now, isn't it? Right, let's go for a demand more. Derby on the attack here. Marriott in the box, takes a shot from the edge of the 6-yard box. Unfortunately, he was offside, though. That will be a free kick to Middlesbrough. And now we have a corner. Marshall whipping it in. Rooney heading away. Only as far as Marshall again, though. He'll get another chance to put a cross in here. Headed away again. Helson picks it up, plays it out to the right. Worrell with the cross. Keogh heads away again. Just can't fully clear the danger at the moment, though, Derby. Middlesbrough still kind of playing around in the Derby half, looking for an opening. Being fairly patient. I think they might have found one here. Friend cuts inside to Marshall. Marshall to Assombalonga, and there it is. Brent Assombalonga with his 14th goal of the season. smashed into the back of the Derby net to put Middlesbrough ahead 1-0. You could kind of feel it happening here with this build-up play, couldn't you? It looked good at this point where it come across to Marshall. Sombalonga. Yeah, so Derby number 6 there, not reacting quick enough to the danger, sadly. Go for a demand more. See what's going on in the analysis. No, we're going to ignore that. Their ratings aren't looking too bad. Bogle could be better. That being said, though, Middlesbrough just scored a second goal. George Friend, the scorer this time. He was involved in the first goal as well, part of the set-up play. He managed to score a goal of his own this time from the Howson free kick. Put nicely into the box there. Poor defending, really, at the back for Derby. Just everyone a little bit slow off the mark there. Okay, let's Tom Bielik to ease off tackles. And it is looking like another highlight in Middlesbrough, although maybe we can get ourselves back in here. Shotton plays it back to Randolph. Randolph out to midfield. No, it's back in the possession of Middlesbrough. Oh, Shinnie with a good tackle there. And could this go Derby's way? Lawrence to Shinnie. Now Rooney. Rooney with a good ball forward to Lawrence. Lawrence surging into the box. Can he put a cross in? Oh, takes it round his man. Swings it in. Rooney almost gets a foot to it. But it comes out again. And Middlesbrough thump it upfield. Looking for a Sombalonga. And it looks like Bielik is going to get a red card, is he? Oh, no. I think we got away with that. I think, yeah, he's just booked still. He was on that yellow already. I thought he was going to get a red. But we got lucky, I think. All right. Sympathise. All right. Okay. I mean, we're not doing that badly performance-wise. We're not too far behind on shots. Possession, we're looking good. Not bad for an away match. The only thing that is bad is the scoreline, being 2-0 down. We'd hope for more. Jaden Bogle is having a terrible game, though. He's down at 6.4 now, but we've got Marriott in the box. Oh, saved by Randolph. Unfortunate there. That could have been an opportunity to claw one back for Derby, but it's not to be. Wayne Rooney, we need time to ease off tackles. He's looking a bit anxious. Most of the team looking motivated. Lowe picking up a yellow as well. Rooney is now injured. Oh, that sucks. He's got a bruised shin. Looks like we are going to have to take Rooney off now, but we've got Huddlestone waiting to come on. Another decent player. I mean, he's got what it takes. He looks happy with that. He's going to come on as a deep line playmaker in place of Rooney. And it's a throw-in for Middlesbrough. Friend throwing to a Sombalonga. The two Middlesbrough goal scorers there, but the ball's intercepted and Marriott. Oh, Marriott! From just inside the 18-yard box. Slams it home to bring the score to 2-1. Still in favour of Middlesbrough, but Derby are just getting slightly back into this game now in the 74th minute. That's a little ray of hope that maybe we can grab an equaliser before the end of this match. And Bogle, who's been having generally a terrible match, providing the assist there, putting that ball forward for Marriott to run onto. Perhaps he's redeeming himself a little there. How's he doing? He's up to a 6.8 after that ball. Yeah, well, we'll keep him on the field. Can Derby get another goal before full time to draw this game level? Keogh at the back. Punting it well forward there to Marriott. Marriott's on it. He's one-on-one with the keeper on Randall. Guesses correctly and gets his hand down to save that. Another attempt. Oh dear, that was just, it felt wasted there. Marriott, you've got to do better in those situations. Corner kick from Derby. Lawrence, oh, Clayton kicks it away. Lawrence will pick it up again though. We've got to keep this going, lads. We've got to keep this going. Come on. Oh no, Fletcher now on the counter for Middlesbrough. Bogle in with the tackle though. Crunching tackle, takes the ball. Shinnie and Bogle playing together there. Keogh now back to Roos at the back. And he thumps it outfield, looking for Holmes. Fails to win the header, but Keogh picks it up. Now Bogle again. Huddlestone, deep line playmaker, plays it out wide to Holmes. Holmes is in the box now. He's got a man inside, but he has the shot himself. Bit greedy. Could have cut it across. and perhaps made an easier angle there. Marriott, Bielik, Lawrence. Come on, Lawrence. He's offside, isn't he? Yeah, he's offside. So often happens from the corners when they play it back. We are in the last few seconds. I should have made a substitute earlier, but never mind. It's too late now. I was thinking Bogle could do with coming off. He's a bit tired, but it's too late for that, isn't it, really? Shall we try very attacking, push forward for the dying seconds? It's not going to happen, though, is it? Shinnie. Oh, no, terrible pass. Assombalonga in possession now for Middlesbrough. Plays it out wide to Tavernier. Low with a good tackle there. Let's hope it was good and he doesn't get sent. No, he's all right. He got away with it. It's all good. The second's ticking away here. This is going to be a win to Middlesbrough. And there it is. Full time, 2-1 to Middlesbrough. We weren't too bad on paper, though. 18 shots for them, 17 for us. We had more possession. Slightly more shots on target. I feel like we were a little bit unfortunate there. Some of our finishing could have been better, and that scoreline might have been a little different. But we'll tell them we appreciate their efforts. The odds were against us for that game. It was one we're expected to lose. So I'm not going to complain too much about that. So Derby have had to pay out another 250k to Arsenal for Bielik. I'd say he seems worth it so far. He's done pretty good things for us at the back so far this season. Arsenal will certainly be pleased to get some extra money. Hey Sarge, how you doing? Yeah, Battletech has driven me insane today. It's too broken. Although I'll play a bit of Football Manager until Shell and William require my presence. Okay. We didn't. I mean, nobody underperformed really. We didn't do too badly. I'd say that was pretty unfortunate. Then that result. Time for a sausage roll on the bench or 10, says Lazy. Say I'll be eating sausage rolls on the bench. Be comfort eating my way through a match like that for sure. So next we have that FA Cup third round replay against Huddersfield. Bit of a shame. That's going to be an away match as well. Would rather not have to play that. I'll see if I can just play a terrible team for that. Let's make everyone unavailable for the under-23s. I want all my reserves available for that FA Cup game. I don't want to be using anybody that I'd want to use for the following match. Who was that against again? It's a league match against Hull. Oh Christ, no. Yeah, I want my first team out for Hull. I mean, Hull not doing too great these days, are they? But we will be the favourites. But I'd rather just put out a strong team and win. Make sure I win that home match. The league is far more important than the FA Cup to me. Holmes. Oh, okay, Holmes. Have a contract. Star player? No. You can be a regular starter. How about that? What? Come on, mate. Come on. How about important player? All right, he'll settle for important player. Jesus. Thinks a lot of himself, doesn't he? 20k a week. What's he on at the moment? The screen's changed. How do I see his current... I can say use existing contract. Whatever. Let's just drop this down a little bit. See how he goes for 17k. I should have gone lower. He'll take 17k. All right, whatever, mate. He's worth it, though. He's a decent player, and I do use players in his position at the moment. Right, I'm just going to ignore all the scouting for now. It's just I don't have any money to be messing around with. Nope. All right, Max Lowe showing remarkable improvements in training. Good stuff. Oh, let's praise Harrison's training as well. Good lad, whoever you are. Bogle needs a rest. Well, you can't have a rest. I need you. Thanks for that, Lazy. Thank you. Yeah. I need to change that save setting. It's saving too often at the moment. I don't want it saving that often. Where do I even change that now? Oh, what? I'm only on high? I could go very high. Let's go very high for graphics. I want it looking as nice as possible. Advanced. Right, here we go. Use auto saves. Every week? No. Let's go every month. Although if it crashes, I'm going to be really sad about that. I've not had any crashes with it so far. Doesn't mean it won't crash. I have seen other streamers have crashes with it. This, of course, is just a beta version of Football Manager 2020. I'm sure all issues will be fixed before the full release. Right. Okay. Cup game. Blah, blah, blah. Let's do it. Keogh's perfected playing his new position. What, as a central defender stopper? I'd rather he perfects playing as a ball-playing defender on defend. That would be great. Yes, for the next month. Whatever. Come on, Keogh. Learn how to kick a ball in your old age. He's close to retirement, Keogh, to be fair. I'm trying to teach an old dog new tricks, but never mind. Right. Let's get this FA Cup game out of the way. Right. Let's do a quick pick here. And that looks like I've got too many first team players selected. So, time to start switching to the second line. Let's get Martin on. Let's get Mason Bennett on there. Do I want Bennett on this side? Yeah, let's do it. Patterson. Who can I use instead of Patterson? Jason Knight. Okay, Holmes. Instead of Holmes, let's go with Joseph Zoon. However you say that, Joseph Zoon. I'm gonna say Joseph Zoon. I've never heard anyone say his name out loud, so I don't know. Okay. What about midfield? George Evans. Yeah. Huddlestone off for. Where's Max Bird? Yeah, let's get Max Bird in there. Okay, now defence. I'm just trying to make sure I get a full reserve team out at the moment, really. I don't want to be tiring my players out the first team games. Matt Clark. Get Davies in. We'll leave Keogh on, and I can play Bielik and Clark for the whole game. So I've got the club captain on the field. Maybe he can shepherd these guys into some form of effective result. Right, let's see. I need Bogle on. Lawrence, Shinnie, Rooney, Waghorn. Let's get Marriott on for Waghorn. And that'll probably do for my subs bench. We'll make do with that. Let's go. All right. Again, not looking to win this game. I really don't care about the result. Just looking to preserve the fitness of my first choice players. But if we happen to win by accident, then that would be nice. So running the same formation as we did for the previous two games, it might be time to change it up if this fails us again. So I'm just chuckling to myself because I'm wondering. I wonder if chat recognised the concentration of the man doing a really long fart on my face. I muted the microphone so you couldn't hear it. It was good. I feel much better. Right. So first shot. Is that the first shot? No, I think it might be the second shot actually going to Huddersfield. It's like Derby have had one already that we didn't get a highlight for. Knight to Bird. Two youths playing on the field there. Malone. Oh, that took an interesting deflection. Forced to save from the keeper there. No, it was never really threatening the goal too much, was it? How do you say that? Gonads? Gonads. Hader Gonads. Sorry, I don't know how to say his name. It was moving too quickly, but we've given a penalty away to Huddersfield, which, oh my God, we've saved the penalty. Unbelievable. It's still 0-0 after that penalty save. Brilliant. Okay. Hader Gonads with the throw in there. Mounier with the shot. Oh, forcing another save from Roos. This is looking a little bit sketchy at the back for Derby, isn't it? You know what? I think I might make a change here. Switch things up. So, what can I get away with here? No, I can't get away with that, can I? Let's try this formation instead. Bird, Knight, Evans, yep, okay, all of that works. What am I going to do about this mess, though? This is not going to work well, is it? What's Martin's preferred role? Is he pressing forward? Oh, he's deep line forward. Okay, well, put him there then. Oh, that works better. So really the weak link is Joseph Zune right now, and I can fix that in the second half. Is there any role he can play there? No, not really. Oh well, we'll just make do with it. But things were just not working, and we played that same formation against them last match, so maybe do something a little bit different. Might catch them out. We'll see. I've almost got the right players on the field to pull it off. Just one short, really. Okay, not looking any better. Another highlight going straight to Huddersfield. But we've committed to this change now. Let's hope it can make some difference in our favour. Not looking good so far, though, is it? I think we're going to go for an aggressive half-time bollocking at this rate. And like I said, I'm not really worried about winning this game, but I would like to see a few highlights go Derby's way to make it at least a little bit interesting for me. Hader Gonads running forward there. Little cheeky back heel flick to O'Brien. Come on. Put a foot in, lads. It's supposed to be on super aggressive pressing at the moment. They don't really look like it, do they? Oh, that was off the post, and it's come out again. Well, they are all over us, aren't they? Yeah, aggressive. Yeah, far from pleased with what I just saw. They're looking fired up. No, let's start the second half. We'll wait till we get maybe 55 minutes in, and then I'll change that attacking midfielder centre. Although, if this is a goal, which it is, I guess I'll change it now. Okay, so who have we got available? It's going to do well there. Tom Lawrence, Wayne Rooney. Rooney's fitness is bad, so we'll go with Tom Lawrence, because maybe he'll recover quick enough for the whole fixture. Right, go out and make a difference, Tom. Again, reminder, not really that fussed if we lose this game. Go out of the cup would be a plus for my league efforts. Yes, I want to make the change. Okay, Lawrence with a free kick for Derby. Immediately we get a highlight as soon as his feet touch the pitch, it seems. Could be a promising sign. Could just be a brief glimmer of hope that will be quickly taken away by another Huddersfield goal. We are 66 minutes in now. 1-0 down to Huddersfield. Although our shot numbers have come up nicely. Although we're still being outplayed by Huddersfield in every way. Let's demand more. Their manager seemed to give them a shout that didn't work too well. He's calmed it down now. Derby still not looking great, are they? And we are into added time, and it looks like we're going to crash out. There we go, 1-0. All right, well, that's the FA Cup over with for us, and honestly, I'm fine with that. I played a reserve team, all but the goalkeeper and Lawrence, who came on in the second half. Not too fussed about going out. We can now focus purely on the league, and at the moment in the league table, we are in 4th place on 49 points. And we want to at least stay in this playoff zone, preferably see if we can sneak our way into 2nd place. I think it's unlikely with the points gap going on right now, but if we got onto a really, really good run, you never know, it could happen. Right, let's switch things up. Let's go for the 5-4-1 formation, or the 3-4-3, whatever you want to see it as. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. So, considering I put reserves out, I mean, they didn't do too badly, did they? Oh, Keogh was on the field as well. I forgot about Keogh, and he actually did terribly. Setting a really poor example as captain there on the field with a bunch of youth players and reserves. Brilliant. Well done, Keogh. Thank you for that. But he's not going to be playing in this game against Hull. I deliberately used him in that game. So I've got a good reason to leave him out for this whole match. I'm playing my 2 strongest centre-backs at the moment. Neither of which are Richard Keogh. Right. Can't be bothered to pay attention to that. Whatever. Yeah. Wow. Loads of information I don't care about. We're going to carry on. I already know what I want to do. Team selection advice. Now because I've gone 3 at the back, I'm going to have to use Keogh, aren't I? Did not think that far ahead. All right, whatever. He'll be fine, I'm sure. What's his fitness looking like? Derby are comfortable favourites. Well, that's a good place to be in. Let's hope we can win. How's Keogh going to be? 91. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. He'll be all right. But we are able to put out a nice, strong team here. We'll see how this works out. Gonna have to sort out the subs at some point. That point is now. Okay, who have we got? Ugh, okay, yep. Wisdom on. Davies on. Will that do? I think that'll probably do, won't it? Yeah, that'll do. I'm all right with this. Okay, let's crack on with the match then. Wayne Rooney again on the field, wearing the number 9 for Derby County, although there was some controversy over his shirt number in real life, wasn't there? Let's not get into that, though. Okay, we're a minute in and Derby have a highlight. Marriott to Bogle, now Shinnie. Bogle again. Bogle whips it in. Oh, almost finds Lawrence's head, but we've been given a penalty for that. Now then, who's taking my penalties? Who is taking my penalties? I wonder if I should make it Rooney. What's Rooney's penalty taken like? 16-16. What about Marriott? 14. Lawrence? 13. Feel like Rooney should be on penalties. No, that is not the screen I wanted. I want penalties. Yeah, let's fix that up. Wayne Rooney is first choice, and then we'll worry about the rest at another point. Hasn't given me the option to change penalty taker either. I missed it, or well, Marriott scored anyway, but in future, hopefully Rooney will be our main penalty taker. Marriott scored, but Rooney's going to be slightly better at taking those penalties. I'd rather have him in for future ones. That was a really nice penalty, actually, from Marriott. He must have caught wind that I was going to change things. I'll have to remember to do that outside of the match as well, because it won't remember that otherwise, I don't think. Assuming it's the same as all the other versions have been. So, Derby are 1-0 up very early on in the game, thanks to that penalty. But nearly allowing Hull to score an equaliser in the form of a shot from McGuinness there. It was saved and put out for a corner, which Bowen will now take for Hull. Oh, it comes out. Lawrence on the break now for Derby. He does have Marriott up ahead of him as well. But aside from that, very little support. Although white shirts are arriving quickly. Lowe whips it into the box. Shinnie, Patterson. Oh, forcing a save there from Long. And that goes out for a corner. Lawrence whips it in. Headed away. And that corner comes to nothing. So far, 4 shots for Derby to Hull's 2. 70% of the possession in favour of Derby as well, with almost 20 minutes of the game played. It's pretty ridiculous. Let's hope we can keep control of this game as well as we have so far. Lowe takes it past his man, pumps it across to Peterson. Peterson with a low shot, but Long gets a hand down and puts it out for a corner. Lawrence whips it in, has another crack at it. Rooney on the edge of the box to Marriott. Marriott with the shot, saved by Long. Lawrence, Irvine, Clark, Patterson, Bielik, and that comes to nothing. 63% of the possession still for Derby, 26 minutes in. We are retaining the domination of this match, but only 1 goal on the score sheet so far. I would like to see another before I relax at all. Clark, Rooney, Lowe, playing a nice little triangle of passes there. Lowe whips one into Marriott. Marriott with the shot. And what a great reflex save there from Long. That was fantastic. Saving his team from further embarrassment so far. Bowen now with a free kick for Hull. On to the head of Lichaj, however you say that. But he has scored and it is now 1-1. And that is embarrassing stuff for Derby after dominating so much of the match. To allow Hull to get an equaliser, pretty shocking at the back there. Well-placed header there, not a lot the keeper could do about that. We are going to go for a demand more. See if Derby have another goal in them before half-time. Patterson on the edge of the 18-yard box, plays it back to Bogle. Bogle inside to Shinnie. Shinnie takes it past his man, punts it forward looking for Marriott. Marriott gets on the end of it, and that is 2-1 to Derby. Jack Marriott's 15th goal of the season there, assist by Graham Shinnie. That was some cheeky play in the box there. I don't recall seeing a highlight like that on Football Manager before, and I've played a lot of Football Manager. Then again, I do tend to play the low end of Football Manager a lot, so perhaps that's why. So the first time in a while I've played football this high up the leagues. I usually play as Blythe Spartans, even though Derby are my team. I also like Blythe Spartans. I'm a sucker for the underdog. And I do like working my way up from the bottom. I'm sure before my time is done with this Football Manager 2020, I will have played Blythe Spartans. I'm a little bit worried about them though this season because they lost so many of their good players. Like, I can't even list them all. There were just so many of them. All the players that I liked at Blythe last season pretty much have gone, and most of them have gone to York as well, which is very upsetting. So I'm a little bit worried about how decimated that team is going to end up being and whether I'll be able to cope with that if I do start a game with them. But like I said, I played a good long career with them on Football Manager 2019. This time I'm going to stream a career with Derby. I will start a new one when the game releases properly. This is just kind of my trial run with Derby, just to test things out, see what the new version is like, and have a bit of a laugh playing with Wayne Rooney as well. But I'll probably start a new career from scratch for Twitch and for YouTube come the full release of the game. Patterson. Good run there, but was that a cross? Was that a shot? We'll call it a crop. A little bit selfish there if it was a shot. And if it was a cross, that was bloody awful, mate. You need to work harder. We're still 76 minutes in. We're 2-1 up at the moment, but Hull in possession on the edge of the box, and nobody really charging this guy down at all. That was a little bit concerning. I'll go for a demand more. A little bit worried by that. Not quite sure what that was all about. Derby with a corner now. Lawrence whips it in. Keogh. Lawrence again. Back to Keogh. Keogh's on a yellow card. He needs to watch himself. Bogle now. Plays in Clark. Cuts inside to Rooney. Rooney with a good through ball there to Patterson. Patterson can't quite get on the end of it in time to do anything effective with it. Hull do, however, manage to keep it from going out of play, and they are now on the counter. Oof, good shot there at the end of that move. Tipped over the bar by Reese, and that will be a corner for Hull. We would really don't want to be letting them score at this point of the game. 10 minutes of normal time remaining. We've just got to hang on to the result. I think we're going to have to make a substitution. Bogle is going to come off for Wisdom. Assuming we've got Andre Wisdom. We have. The Jamaican is now on. Who else do we want to change? Anyone? I mean, Patterson is really underperforming on a 6.4, so I could do with taking him off. Let's get Holmes on in his place. If we can just strengthen things up for the dying minutes of the game. Put some fresh legs on there. And there we go. Full time. 19 shots to their 11. A 2-1 win. We'll take that. Feel like we should have done better, really. But 2-1 ain't so bad. And a win's a win's a win. Next, we have Luton Town away. Marriott is 1 goal from triggering a clause. Oh, crap. We're going to have to pay out another 100k to Peterborough if he scores again. Oh, why would we agree to that? He's doing well for us so far. Let's give him some praise. If he keeps scoring goals, it's good for the club. Not good for our finances that we'll have to pay 100k to Peterborough, but never mind. The agreement was made. So we're currently 10 points behind Brentford. We're sitting in 3rd place. I mean, it's not unassailable. It's possible. Brentford need to hit some poor form, and we need to keep winning. We could close that gap, but it does seem unlikely that we're going to get an automatic promotion spot. We are most likely going to have to go through the playoff route if we're going to go up at all. And we all know Derby County's recent history with playoffs. Not so good in real life, is it? Not so good. And my history in playoffs on 2019, not so good either with Blythe Spartans. I think most of my promotions were automatic promotions in the end. Playoffs did not treat me well. We lost a lot of playoff finals last year. We won the last one though, says Chaucer. Yeah, it was a rough run though. So I'm not looking forward to the prospect of playoffs with Derby County either. I would rather try to scrape my way into that automatic promotion spot. Going up to the Premiership, everybody knows you get loads of money, and it will really help the club out a huge amount. But it's hard work getting there. The Championship is a tough league. Very tough league. Okay, no, not interested. Maybe interested in you. Winger. Play as an inside forward. What's his finishing like? 12. Could be better, you know. What's about his pace? No, screw you. Not interested. Okay, Luton scout report. So, goalkeepers command the area well. They're going to be well disciplined at the back. They're an aggressive and committed squad. Crossing is an area of concern and dribbling is an area of concern. Well, that's very similar to Middlesbrough then. Right. What's up, Waghorn? What's up? Oh, you're not getting enough games. Look, the reason you're not getting enough games is because you're not quite good enough at the moment. That's the bottom line. I'm using inside forwards rather than wingers, and you're just not as good as the other options I've got. Keogh, we're going to ask him to resolve it, but he'll fail because he always fails. Yeah, of course, fails again. We're going to have to talk to Waghorn. Oh, God. Well, what can I do? Um, let's try blagging him on this. I understand you want more recognition, but Jack Marriott is in the form of his life and is ahead of you on merit at the moment. You need to ensure you're able to capitalise if his form drops. I've not seen anything from Jack I can't offer as well. If you've decided he's ahead of me in the pecking order, then maybe it's time for me to move on. Oh, God damn it. Well, he is. He's better than you. Like, how are you even questioning this, you idiot? Okay, you need to ask yourself if you really want to go or if this is all in the heat of the moment. Got no intention of keeping players that don't want to be here, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to leave, just wanted to raise my concerns to you. I'm still not happy about the situation, but we'll leave it there. Okay, well, fine. Shut up. Marriott is playing better than you. He's scoring more goals. Quit your whinging. Demote him for bitching, says Chaucer. Yeah, drop him to the under-23s. To be honest, he is playing most of his games for them. Duane Holmes, the American, gets a new contract. Let's hope he makes it worth my while. Now, this match against Luton, we are playing away, but they're down in 23rd, so this should be a walk in the park in theory. Marriott. See, Marriott got in team of the week. Why is that guy whinging? What is he on about? Marriott is clearly playing better. Chris Martin's got a tight hamstring. That's fine. He's 31. He's not likely to be playing for us anytime soon. Chaucer says you should have a full team of Americans, then you'd really have a below average football team. Ooh, that's rough. It depends. If we're talking about the American women, they're pretty damn good. I'd quite happily swap some of my players for some of the American women's team. Right. Can we get on with this game, please? I don't want a director of football. I just want to play this match. We've got a couple more days of guff to go through before we can get to it. No comment, Garrison. No comment. Waghorn. Yes. We'll change that. Scott Malone, fringe player. Yeah. Andre Wisdom, fringe player. Yeah. Let's hope they accept that. They're going to whinge. I just know it. They're going to whinge. Waghorn. I should transfer list him. Oh, really? Yeah, I should, shouldn't I? He was moaning. Yeah. Get on the transfer list. Get out of my club, you whinging spudhead. Right, what's going on here? Selection advice for Luton. Yeah, that's what I've already got selected, isn't it? I don't need to change that. Luton are only slight underdogs, though. Oh, Huddlestone injured. Going to be out for 11 to 14 days with pulled ankle ligaments. That's not so good, you know. I know he's not on the first team right now, but he's who I would bring on in place of Rooney. He's a good swap. Oh, that's going to sting a bit. Okay. Who else can play deep lying playmaker? George Evans, Max Bird. Bring Max Bird on, even though he's a youth. Let's get him on the bench. Right, I'm going to stick with this formation, I suppose. I should really rename that. It's annoying me that I've called it a 3-4-3 because I do see these as playing across the midfield, but really the game is calling it a 5-4-1, and I should probably adjust that. Let's fix that because it's going to bother my brain. Don't ask me why. It just is. Right, there we go. 5-4-1. Fixed it. Right, let's go. Come on. I want to play you, Luton. I want to absolutely smash you. Hopefully Rooney will score a wonder goal or something like that. Justify his 50k a week. Or at least make an assist. That would be progress towards justifying his cost, I suppose. Right, so what are we going to do? Let's make all of these guys available for the reserves. Let's do that. I don't think there was anyone that I want to hold back there. No. Yep, you can all play for the reserves. That'll be fine. Okay, here it is. The away fixture with Luton, and they're all the way down here in 23rd in the relegation zone. 17 losses so far this season. They're only on 17 points. They've only beaten 3 teams: Millwall, Wigan, and Charlton. Millwall and Charlton are down in the relegation zone with them. Wigan, that's a surprise. Did we lose to Wigan? Oh, no, we beat Wigan and drew with Wigan. Yeah, we drew 3-3 away. Okay. They managed to beat Wigan as well. Okay. So we should be all over this team, really, like a rash. So let's go out there and give them what for, eh? All right, submit team. No need for faffing about. We've already done all the admin outside of the match day. So, yeah, pick up where you left off. Patterson was motivated. Nobody else cared. Good team talk. Good job, lads. And we're away. 5 minutes in, nothing of note happening. Almost 10 minutes in, nothing of note happening. Right, finally we get a corner kick. Comes out to Shinnie. Switches it back up to Lawrence. What's Lawrence going to do with it? Plays it inside to Rooney. Rooney out to Bogle. Bogle got space for a cross. Puts one into Marriott's head. Can't keep the header down though, and it goes over the bar for a goal kick. Another highlight for Derby there. Another corner kick by the looks of things. I really should set myself up a corner set piece at some point. I haven't bothered to do that. It's just on the default one. As I say, this was just a trial run of messing about just to see how the team felt in this version. But there are many little admin things I should get on top of at some stage that I've not gotten around to yet. Only 2 shots so far for Luton. Derby are looking pretty dominant. 69% of the ball going Derby's way, but no goal to show for it. I'm going to go for a demand more. Bogle to Shinnie. To Keogh. Now Bogle. Keogh again. Rooney. Deep. Patterson. Very short little passing game being played right now. No, somehow Bogle gets past his man, almost. No. He didn't quite realise he was past him and lost his brain and lost possession. Although he's got it again now. Let's hope he does a better job this time. This is very, very patient build-up play here by Derby. I'm not sure I like it. I like something a little bit more direct. Marriott with the shot at the end of it, skies it horribly, and that was a wasted opportunity. Another highlight for Derby here. Bogle with the throw-in. Galloway nods it straight back to Bogle. Shinnie now. Now Rooney. Come on, Rooney. Do something special with it. That's not special. Passing it back to the libero is not special. Bree now pumping the ball upfield, looking for a Luton counter-attack just before the half-time whistle. And it is very, very concerning that we are at 0-0 after 45 minutes of football played. Can we win the ball here? Patterson gets away. He's in the box. Takes the shot. The shot is saved and it goes out for another corner to Derby. How many corners have we had so far? We've had a lot of corners. 4. It feels like more, but we've had 4 corners. Well, I'm not impressed with that, to be honest. I mean, we're all over them, but we can't put it in the net. What to say? What to say? I'm not happy with your performance. I'm honestly not happy. I expect more. Okay, they're looking fired up. Let's send them out with a rocket up their butts. Yes, Chaucer, that is the same Rooney. It is Wayne Rooney, former England international, who recently was playing his football in the United States, and come January in real life will move back to the UK to play for Derby County. It is that Wayne Rooney, the one that can't help cheating on his missus as well, and for some reason she keeps staying with him. Maybe it's the money, maybe she's just daft, I don't know, but he keeps getting away with it. He's a silly sausage. But in his prime was an absolutely fantastic player. We have not got him in his prime. Clark there heading the goal in for Derby. Matt Clark, first goal of the season, finally putting us ahead in the 50th minute. It's now 1-0 to Derby away at Luton. Can we get another goal in though? Can we make ourselves a nice little cushion? Wayne Rooney now playing the ball up to Bogle. Good pass to Bogle there. What can he do with it? Oh, he plays it all the way back to his keeper. Oh my God. Come on. Can we move forward, boys? Can we? Low, taking the ball up the wing, playing it back to Clark, keeping it safe. Rooney now. Clark again. Ball being punted across to the right flank. Bogle putting a nice pass into Patterson. Couldn't quite get past the keeper though. Makes the save and puts it out for a corner kick. Lawrence whips the corner in. Looking for Marriott, fails to find him. Rooney plays it back to Lawrence, who puts it back into the box, but I think Lawrence was offside there. And that move comes to nothing. 64 minutes played. Luton now in possession. Oh, stolen away by Patterson though. Shinny to Marriott. Back to Keogh, keeping the play calm at the moment. Derby on 18 shots to Luton's 3. Can afford to maintain possession here at the moment. We are on 64% of the possession in this game. Low chips it over to Bogle. Now Shinny. Bogle again. Put a cross in, lad. Come on. Plays it to Patterson. Patterson with a shot. Oh, keeper gets down low to make the save, but Lawrence is there to pick up the rebound. Slots it home for goal number 2. That's his 11th goal of the season for Derby. And Derby County's second goal of this match to put us 2-0 up against Luton. And this is a game we definitely should be winning. So I'm glad to see the boys delivering on that right now. There we go. From well inside the 6-yard box there, Lawrence. It was a tight angle, but he just got there before the defenders and slots it home. Good stuff there. All right, let's go for some praise. Tell the boys they're doing well for a change. I use the praise very sparingly. I think we're going to have to take Bogle off. Down at 63%. Getting a little bit tired. And that means Wisdom will be coming on. Andre Wisdom. Jamaican international in this game. Recently earned his first cap. Not sure if he's earned one in real life yet or not. I don't think he has. Lenzar, this is, I've told you before, it's not a hipster hat. It's only a hipster hat if you let them have it. This is a flat cap, the headpiece of the working man of Great Britain. We do not allow the hipsters to take the flat cap away from the working man. It's not how it's going down. We can only deny them by continuing to wear it and make it, because I'm old, I want to make it as uncool for hipsters as possible. How difficult would it be to start managing the worst team in the worst league in the UK? I would guess that question answers itself, Chaucer. How difficult do you think it would be? I would say probably very difficult. I mean, I'm quite used to playing down at that end of things, though. Those of you that have watched me play Football Manager 2019 will know I played plenty with Blythe Spartans, and they were not exactly the best team down there. So we walk away from that game with a 2-0 victory. Good stuff. Definitely the result we wanted from that game. And who have we got next? Stoke at home. Now that could be a rough match. Where is Stoke in the league table right now? Oh wow, they're in the bottom half. They're having a poor season. Okay. Maybe we've got some hope of beating Stoke here then. Lanzar says, to really make it anti-hipster, eat steak while doing it. I do love steak. Steak is the best of the meats. What's going on? Brentford manager is interested in Morgan Whittaker. Who's Morgan Whittaker? Okay, he's one of my youths. He's got promise. Yeah, no, he's not for sale. Whatever, press. I don't like talking to the press. Not very interested in them. Move on. What I am interested in is that match against Stoke, which is fast approaching. Right, am I going to stick with this formation? I mean, it's doing all right for us, isn't it? What have we done with it? Was it like the last 2 or 3 matches we've played with that formation? Or is it more than that now? I forget. Well, I mean, at least the last 2 fixtures we've won, but then again, they were pretty rubbish teams. We'll stick with it. I mean, like I say, I kind of like it. I'm worrying about this slightly shorter passing thing. Although it is meaning we're keeping possession well. I'm used to playing a bit more direct. And I'm not sure if I can handle just watching my team ticky-tacker it about with those short passes. It's not happening too often, is it? We'll hang in there. We'll hang in there for now. So, Lenzar, speaking of hipster stuff, would the hat become hipster again if I ate a steak out of the hat? If I used the hat as my dinner plate, would that make it hipster all over again, though? I'm interested to hear your answer. Hipster art, says Chaucer. Oh dear. Will hipsters still be a thing in 2020? Or will it finally be over, I wonder? Is it already over? You see, I'm so out of touch, I don't even know. We've just had a baby. I don't know anything at the moment of the outside world. Bogle making nice improvements in training. Good stuff. Matt Clark is injured. He's only out for 1 to 3 days. Terminate loan. It's over. No, I think we'll keep him. He's been doing pretty well for us, actually. He's on loan from Brighton. I wouldn't mind buying him if I could. What's he valued at? 10.25 mil? Yeah, no. All right. Let's write that off. We don't have that kind of money. There we are, still sitting in 3rd position in the league, just tied on points with Middlesbrough. 2 goals ahead on goal difference. But we are still a full 10 points behind Brentford. And dirty Leeds are well out of reach. We're not going to catch them up, I don't think. Board, we're expecting a top half finish, so we are performing above expectations at the moment. For my personal expectations, I would very much like to make the playoffs and see if we can get promotion to the Premiership. Wigan want to loan Andre Wisdom? No. Absolutely no. We need him. You can't have him. Transfer window's almost closed. Well, we signed 1 player that doesn't even arrive till after the season ends. And we signed him on a free. Aside from that, I've not really spent any money. I'll show you my transfers for those that missed it earlier. That transfer, he was brought in by my backroom staff as a youth. I didn't bring him in. The one I brought in is Chima Okoroji, who we're still not entirely sure if he's going to be any good or not. We signed him without really fully knowing his stats. It looks like his finishing is going to be pretty terrible, but that's fine. He'll be playing as a wing back, so we don't really need good finishing out of him. But yeah, I've got, I don't know, 4.3 mil. Not really enough to get a good player. I'm just not interested in signing mediocre to rubbish players just for the sake of using the budget. I'd rather save it for next season. Maybe even save it for 2 seasons and eventually sign somebody decent to the team. But it'll be a lot easier if we get promoted to the Premiership with this squad and get that lovely Premiership money coming in. Then we can start signing some real players. Or well, then we can maybe sign one real player. Is there a best recruiting ground for undervalued players? Yes and no, really. I mean, what I normally do when I'm playing, as I'm often playing with clubs with not much money to spend, I just raid the free transfers. Like every now and then, you'll get a decent free transfer come through, and at worst, picking players up on a free, you'll then often be able to sell them on to someone else and then make a bit of money. And of course, doing that allows you to eventually work some kind of finances together to start buying players within the future. But I've not really been doing that. I'd normally have signed a lot more on frees to sell, but this was just, as I said, a trial run on the beta just to see what it's like. So I've not been doing all my best practice things that I would usually do. They want to loan Waghorn. Yeah, all right. You're going to pay his wages. Yeah, okay, you can have him. You can have him. I don't want him. He's 30. He's not that good, and he's whinging at me. Tom Lawrence. Southampton have offered to buy Tom Lawrence for 11.75 million. Wow. I mean, he's one of my best players. I can't afford to sell him. That would be great money for the club, though, but I'm not. No, reject. Sorry. I can't do it. He's if we sold him, we would never get anyone as good in to replace him. The team would be taking a massive hit. And although the money would be useful, there's only so much you can do with it this late in the day. We've got to get through the rest of the season without being able to sign anyone. Not worth it. Okay. Derby are comfortable favourites for the Stoke game. That's good. Waghorn has agreed to move to Sheffield Wednesday. Yep, get out of it. Get out of it, Waghorn. Who's this? Tyree Wilson. He's going out on loan, is he? Yeah, that'd be nice. Get some experience. He's got good potential. Oh, are we actually just full on selling him? Why are we selling him? Why are we selling a player of that potential? His finishing is 5. He's not that great at being an inside forward. I don't really want to sell him, to be honest. But then again, let me have a look. Now, his pace isn't great. Nah, screw it. He can go. He's not that good, is he, really? He's sold. We sold our first player. He was terrible. 200k. Right, whatever. May eventually rise to 4,775 squids. He only had 5 months remaining on his deal. Yeah, I think we've done the right thing there. I mean, he had decent potential, but like his pace wasn't great. His finishing was terrible. They were only going to get so much better. I wouldn't have been able to make a good inside forward out of him, I don't think. So he doesn't fit the way the team plays. He can go. Are you trying to go up? Why are teams trying to pilfer your players? Oh, you are trying to go up. Yes. Yeah, well, it's just what happens in football. If you've got a decent player, others will want to get their hands on him. The fans are not happy that I've sold a promising youngster. Yeah, just trust what I do. Don't question it. Just trust me. He wasn't going to be great. It's not worth worrying about. Right, let's get this Stoke match on the go. Don Zappo says, this is the weirdest Battletech mod I've ever seen. Complete overhaul of the game. This is more in depth than Rogue Tech. What's Sam Allardyce saying? Yeah, whatever. Do I feel that he's misread my team? Yeah, we're not going to get complacent over that. Why are the press asking me questions? I thought my assistant manager's supposed to be dealing with them. This transfer window is still not closed. I did click don't take part in all this stuff as well. So it is going quick as it can, but apparently there's a lot going on. Right, now it's passed. There we go. Player wage expenditure in the Championship. Stoke paying out the most. Then Fulham, then Cardiff, then us. And if you take off Wayne Rooney, we'd be down here with West Brom, wouldn't we? Wayne Rooney's getting 50k a week. But yeah, so tied 4th place really with Swansea for payout. Should really expect a playoff place finish, shouldn't we? Based on how much we're paying out. Sell off Wayne, save that money. I don't think anyone would buy him, you know. I really don't. Just check we're not missing anyone. Oh, we can register, even though they're under 21s. It doesn't really matter. You don't have to register players that are under 21, but it's just annoying me. See the gaps. Right, there we go. Yeah, done. Go. Yeah, he looks all right, doesn't he? On loan from Wolves. Playing for Fulham. Max Lowe got 3rd place in Player of the Month. Good man. Average rating of 7.6. Scored 2 goals as well. Doing good. In comes the manager performance review. Again, for those that haven't seen it already, this screen looks quite different in Football Manager 2020 compared to previous versions. You actually get a rating now, so I'm on an A- right now. Summarise, the board are delighted with the leadership qualities you're demonstrating. So at the start of the session, I was on an A, so we have gone down a little bit. Gone down from an A to an A-. But yeah, you see it breaks down all this stuff here. Oh, they're disappointed with my performance in the FA Cup. Oh, I got to the round you wanted me to. Get stuffed. You'll be happy if I get promoted to the Premiership, won't you? Right, Club Vision, we've got a B+. C+ for matches. C+ for transfers. A- for tactics. It's our best rating. Tactics doing well. And B- for the squad. Nah, not too bad. Somehow that equals an overall A-. I'm not going to question it. It's what it says. Okay, let's see what Wayne Rooney can do against Stoke. Right, why am I missing a player? Oh, that was Waghorn, wasn't it? Okay, Chris Martin, well done. You're now our bench monkey. Huddlestone still recovering from his injury. Waghorn, get out. Get out. Don't want to see you. You go to under 23s, mate. Get out of it. So is Clark fit enough to play this? Yeah, he looks it. I think Patterson is going to be on the bench. I'm going to put Holmes in. Holmes recently signed a new contract, slightly better player, doing all right. We'll give him the chance. My keeper's really quite weak, isn't he? 2.5 star. Do with signing a new keeper one day. Oh well, right. Let's go with this. No worries, Chaucer. Thank you very much for joining me. Better be in the Premier when I get back. I'll be lucky, mate. I'll be lucky. I'm just hoping I'll keep holding my job and make the playoffs. Right, it's time to pick up where they left off and get this match on the go against Stoke. It's kind of weird getting used to not having the kickoff highlight anymore. Kind of like, you're just so used to it, and now it's gone. It feels a bit weird, but I do think it's a good thing that it's gone. Lawrence switching play up to Duane Holmes, the American, on the right. And Bogle puts a cross in, looking for Marriott, falls to Holmes. Holmes with a shot. Duane Holmes immediately justifying his place on the field, scoring his 8th goal of the season there, inside of the 15-minute mark. Good job, mate. Good job. I'm very glad we switched him with Patterson there. Just really capitalising on that stray ball there. Brings it down for himself, slots it home nicely. Good goal from the American. We are 1-0 up against Stoke here at Pride Park. Wayne Rooney playing a 6.8 at the moment. Hoping to see him have some kind of an impact in some of the highlights. Not really much to speak of at the moment. It's almost the entire half with just one highlight. In fact, I think it was. Wow. So Stoke have only made one shot. We've had 10. There was only like one highlight in that half, and it was our goal. Still, can't complain. We are winning. Let's hope it gets a little bit more interesting in the second half. We are running this on key highlights, so pretty much minimal. But it does get through the games nice and quickly. Lawrence now on the ball for Derby, taking it up that left wing, switching up play, looking for Holmes. Holmes doesn't quite have the legs to reach that pass. Rooney now plays it back to safety. In the form of Matt Clark, now low. Rooney again. Rooney playing it out to Bogle. First touch pass to Holmes. Holmes unfortunately losing possession there. Looking a little less impressive in this second half. And suddenly Vokes is on the ball for Stoke in the Derby box. He takes a shot. The shot is saved, and that will go out for a corner to Stoke. I'm going to go for a demand more here. Stoke have only had 2 shots. If they score from this, I'm going to be very upset. Ince whips it in. Vokes. Etebo, or Tebow, however you say that name. Ince, how's Tom Ince looking? Former player for Derby County. Brief as it was. Looking pretty decent. Playing his football at Stoke currently. We are coming into the last 10 minutes. What an uneventful game this has been. About 6 minutes, or 5 minutes of normal time left to go. 1 goal in the game so far, and I think this is only the 3rd highlight, is it? Something like that. It's really not been very eventful. Oh my God, what was that? Hogan is through. Don't score. He's scored. He's scored. It's 1-1. What the hell was that, boys? What the hell was that? Let me see that again. Shinnie to Bielik. It was his mistake, punting it straight into the Stoke player there. And it fell so nicely for Hogan. What the hell? Oh my God. Right. I'm going to... Who can I bring him off for? Have I got anyone else that can play libero? Matt Clark can play libero. And then let's get Curtis Davies on, I suppose. I'm taking him off after that. That was just embarrassingly poor and made me angry. So he is straight off the pitch. Let's bring Andre Wisdom on for Bogle as well because he's looking exhausted. Fresh legs on, and this is going to end up being a draw. A game we really should have won. I can't believe it. 5 minutes left. What an absolute farce. Oh no, Lawrence, what was that? Stoke in possession again. If we lose this, oh my God. I can barely watch. Ince to Badu. Cheeky back heel to Woods. Oh, intercepted by Wisdom. The substitute just coming on the field. Lawrence now. Rooney, come on Rooney. Shinnie, yes! Oh, the relief. The relief there. Oh my God, Rooney setting up that goal nicely, just with a simple little square pass to Shinnie. Here it is, Rooney. There we go, taps it across to Shinnie. His partner in crime in midfield. Shinnie hammers it into the net, and that puts Derby ahead. It's 2-1 now, 86th minute. We've just got to hold on to this. I mean, Stoke do not deserve a draw out of this game. 3 shots they've had, 2 on target, and there's another goal. Another goal for Derby. That's more the scoreline that these kind of stats should be seeing. It's 3-1 to Derby now. Marriott receiving the throw in. Shinnie involved in that goal, putting the cross in for Lawrence's head and into the top left corner of the net. For Tom Lawrence's 12th goal of the season. And Wayne Rooney playing a 7.2, not too bad after all there. And 3-1 the final score, 18 shots to Derby, 4 to Stoke. I mean, if that had been a 1-1, and it very nearly was, I would have been raging hard. But yeah, we got the win, 3-1, nice and convincing in the end, even though it all came very late. And tell them we appreciate that, although my heart definitely doesn't. Felt like I was going to have a heart attack more than once in that game. Right, okay. Holmes on form, scoring a goal. Let's praise him. He did well. I'm definitely glad we put him on, starting ahead of Patterson. Have a look at the analysis. So Rooney got 7.2, not too bad. Shinnie on an 8.3, really impressive. Holmes 8.9, very pleased with him. Bielik, very disappointing. Very disappointing. Terrible, terrible mistake that cost us the goal that very nearly ruined the game for us. So concerning stuff from him, but generally he doesn't play too badly. He's normally pretty reliable at the back, but it does look like he's been on a recent... No, in fact, no, they look all right. I mean, that form doesn't look too bad at all. It's just that last game was appalling. His average rating of 7.1. Can't complain about. So perhaps he just had an off game, the 22-year-old, and he's allowed an off game every now and then, isn't he? We'll let him off. So coming up next, Swansea City down in 17th, and we'll be playing them away. But they're definitely looking like they're having a rough season as well. At least a rougher season than we are. So, good at crossing. Good at taking their goal scoring chances. Oh dear. Not too good at heading. And they're rubbish at long range shots. I wonder if we can score off any corners if their heading's not too good. What's going on here? Jordan Murray. Who are they bringing in now? Why are you bringing this guy in? Why are you bringing this guy in? He's an absolute lemon. What is this? Jordan Murray? How much are we paying him? 300 quid will be deducted from the transfer budget. Oh, God. Do you really, really think this guy's worth it? Because I don't. I can't see much that's redeeming about him. Well, maybe the youth team just needs someone to fill in, play a position that we don't have. Whatever. I've accepted it. He's not going to be any good. He's going to end up getting sold for a pittance to some rubbish non-league side eventually or something like that. Okay. Fan reaction is a D. They're very disappointed. Yeah, well, I mean, I was questioning it. We got him on a free, though. Whatever. Hopefully he'll generate a little bit of money for us when he gets sold. He's certainly not going to develop into a first-team player. I can guarantee you that. Hold on a minute. Ruben Loftus-Cheek? Oh, yeah, of course. It's Chelsea's reserves, isn't it? It's like, what's a player like Ruben Loftus-Cheek doing playing for reserves? Oh, yeah, Chelsea's reserves. Yeah, that explains it. Hopefully Huddlestone will be back to fitness soon. We could do with him for when Rooney gets tired. Although Huddlestone's not really that much younger than Rooney, is he? There's only a year difference in their age. We're going to need a lot of players soon, aren't we? I don't know. I shouldn't gamble on it, but I'm gambling on getting that promotion to the Premiership, trying to not really spend any money, save it so that we've got the maximum possible to spend once we're up there. Yeah, you're a fringe. Lawrence, I don't really want to make you a star player. I'd rather keep lying to you that you're not as good as you actually are. George Evans, important player, down to regular star. Yeah, let's drop that. Okay, well, you want me to put Jamie Patterson in place of Duane Holmes, but Duane Holmes played a blinder last game, scored a goal. He definitely deserves to stay on the field for this next match. Max Bird, what's he got? The flu. Go home. Get out of it. Don't you dare give that to anyone else on your way out. Okay, here we are. Still in third. Still tied on points with Middlesbrough. Still 10 points behind Brentford in the automatic promotion spot of second place. Leeds on 70 points, running away with it. No way we're going to catch them. But this is a very good position for Derby County. I mean, in real life, we're all the way down here. So I'm not going to complain about this. I'm certainly sure our board won't either. But we are now 30 games into the season. We are past the halfway mark. And this is what we've got left. We're out of the cups. We don't have to worry about those. So, you know, the money would have been nice. I'd rather have my first choice players as fit as possible for playing every single league match and getting the best result we can out of them. So what was my last result? That was another win. Yeah, I'm going to keep sticking with this formation. Like, as long as it's working for me, as long as this strategy is working for me, I'm going to cling on to it. Because I kind of like it. I like how it looks. I like how it plays, except for the shorter passing thing. but it does seem to work. And I'm reluctant to change it. I mean, I made this role a deep line playmaker to accommodate Rooney. I think prior to that, what was I using? A Carolero, I think, to fill in the half spaces prior to that. But I wanted to get Rooney working in this. I wonder about whether I should change the false 9 position, because Marriott's not perfect at it, but the role works nicely with this. As I said before, this is based off of Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool strategy. Jurgen Klopp, good man, good manager, doing good things at Liverpool. And I wanted to try to emulate that a bit, but I have had to make some tweaks to it already, obviously. One is pulling that defensive midfielder, that anchorman role back to a libero. Another is changing this Carolero to a deep line playmaker. I'm considering changing the false 9 to an advanced forward. Kind of intrigued to see what will happen if I do it. Might backfire, but I'm going to do it. Does leave some minor issues in this area of the field. But, you know, it's a sacrifice we have to make to get Marriott a little bit more comfortable with his role. I don't know. I'm just... What about if I go complete forward? See, if I go complete forward, that's not as weak there, is it? Let's try that, because Marriott can play as a complete forward. All right, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Let's see how this works out. Instead of the false 9, we're going to go complete forward with Jack Marriott. See how he gets on. Hello, Grey Days. Nice. He says, I say, my mate the other day, he told me he'd seen the white Pele, so I asked who he goes by the name of. He says Wayne Rooney. Oh dear. I mean, Wayne Rooney's done all right for us so far. I was expecting him to be a lot worse, to be honest. Once I've seen how low his stats have gotten, you think, well, I was hoping he'd be a little bit better than that for 50k a week, but he's doing okay, considering. His fitness is appalling, though. Acceleration, agility, fitness, pace, stamina, all terrible, as you might expect. I thought his positioning would be a bit better as well, considering how old he is. You know a little bit more about positioning, but no. But in spite of the physical stats being appalling now, he's still been doing okay for us. Old Spudhead. I would be surprised if he lasts next season, though. I think we're only going to see him for a season, and he'll probably retire. Lawrence. Whipping in the corner for Derby. Ayew smashes it away, but Lowe picks it up, sends it straight back into the Swansea half. Nothing comes of that, though. Okay, let's demand more. Players looking focused after that feedback. Jack Marriott not really showing anything spectacular so far for the role switch. Rooney, oh, he's just about got the legs to get to that ball and then lose it to Fulton. Well done, Rooney, well done. I was just singing your praises. Well, at least I wasn't criticising you anyway earlier. And then you go and do that in front of everyone and everything. Come on, Wayne, sort yourself out. Am I nervous for Saturday? It's not even worth worrying about at this stage. Oh, Lawrence! What a goal there for Derby, putting them ahead of Swansea by 1-0 inside the first half. Nice to go ahead in this away fixture, although we are expected to beat Swansea here. But good strike there from Lawrence, scoring his 13th goal of the season. Swansea in possession. Grimes to Roberts. Ayew. And Mackay. Roberts, can he put a cross in? He can. Oh, headed away by Bogle. Shinnie hacks it away. Only as far as the Swansea defence there. Now Shinnie again rescuing the situation. Lawrence with a great ball through to Duane Holmes. Holmes. Oh, what was that, Holmes? That was an absolute spanner of a shot. Absolutely terrible. But yeah, I mean, Derby are having a terrible season. So in terms of Saturday, I'm not expecting good things. Grey Days, not expecting good things. Let's just leave it at that. Holmes scores this time. It's 2-0. Still in the first half as well. Nice convincing goal this time. Much better shot than the first one he had. Holmes controlling down nicely, playing it to Bogle. Immediately plays it back to Holmes. Nice little 1-2 between those two players there. Linking up well. Holmes slotting it into the bottom left corner of the goal there. Grey Days, I know, I'm nervous for you. It's going to be bad, man. It's going to be bad. That's it. There's no two ways about it. It's just going to be bad. I might just pretend that it's not happening. Bogle switching up play to Lawrence. Taking it down nicely. Play to Lowe. Lawrence again now. Wayne Rooney. What's he going to do with it? Cuts it out wide to Lowe. Back to Rooney. Nice pass to Shinnie. Oh! Not a bad effort there. Not a bad effort. Rooney having some touches there. Playing a 6.7 at the moment. Could be better. Right, let me just check the analysis here. Let's tell Keogh to ease off tackles. And we'll leave it there, I think. Oh, you like Patterson? I've been leaving Patterson off the last couple of games, actually, because Duane Holmes is in good form. But Patterson, he was my top goal scorer, you know. He might still be. I'll have to check. He might have just been overtaken recently by Lawrence. And Knight, yeah, I moved Knight up to the senior squad. He's been pretty good. Doesn't play that many games for me, but he's definitely a good fill-in. Promising looking youth. Be nice if we could produce another Will Hughes. Oh my God. Well, it looks like Swansea have pulled one back there. Routledge getting the goal. Some calamities in defence there. Absolutely terrible by the Derby defence, resulting in a Swansea goal. Definitely going to go for a demand more shout after that. That was shocking stuff, lads. What are you doing? Don't let Swansea back into this game. Not after going 2 up. We've had 21 shots to their 10 as well. We definitely deserve to be winning this from the stats. Keogh! What was that? You got the goal to yourself, mate, and you head it over the bar. Oh. Very frustrating. Right. How are we looking? Should we make a substitution at this point? Keogh's performance is concerning me. Bogle's fitness is concerning me. We'll leave it a little bit longer. Maybe bring some on for the last 10 minutes. Right, let's go for about an hour-ish. So, Keogh is going to come off for Davies, however you say it. Bogle, Andre Wisdom. And do I want to swap anyone else? Nah, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. What's Jamie Patterson on? How many goals has he scored so far this season for me? What was he on? So 12 goals in total. So he was my top scorer. I think Tom Lawrence has overtaken him now, as I said. Oh, he's on 12 as well. Marriott. Oh, Marriott's ahead of him on 15. Okay, so Marriott's top. It was Patterson at one stage. I don't want to hear anything about Forest getting promoted, Dan. Or dirty Leeds, for that matter. But yeah, you're probably right. One thing I can be pretty sure of is Derby won't be getting promoted. Oh, we were so close last season. Another playoff failure. It's just... Oh. Never ending, is it? Marriott. Ooh, straight at the keeper. Gone out for a corner, though. Derby to take this as we approach the added time. Going to be 3 minutes of added time. Lawrence whips it into the box. Comes out to Holmes. Now Rooney. Rooney didn't quite know what to do with it. What a waste that was. Well done, Rooney. Well done. Puts it out for a throw-in. Looked like he panicked a little bit there. You expect a little bit more composure from the veteran, but never mind. We won this game 2-1, though. That is the full-time whistle. Really weird getting, just the match just ends like that now. No full-time whistle highlight anymore. Same as there's no kick-off highlight anymore. It does seem a little bit abrupt sometimes. The end of the match takes me a little bit by surprise, but I'll get used to it, I'm sure. I think you might be right, Dan. If things keep going the way they're going, he's not going to. I mean, in modern football, managers don't last too long on terrible runs, do they? Right, I'm going to have to pay Liverpool 250k. Oh God, we keep having to pay out extra money for all these players that we're playing. And all these players that are scoring goals as well. Marriott, we had to pay out more for him scoring so many goals, I think. Right, let's see. Lawrence scored 1 goal. Played a rating of 9.0. 6 key passes. Definitely worthy of praise. Good man. Really? That's interesting. You expect Barcelona to be doing better, don't you? How many minutes in are they? Right. So we're on 61 points now. Still third in the table. Finally just pulling a little bit away from Middlesbrough. We've been tied on points with them for a little while. And we have started to close that gap between us and Brentford. If only by a point. But it's getting smaller. It's moving in the right direction. Got to keep this winning streak going now. No, I didn't get the new Call of Duty. I'm playing Ghost Recon Breakpoint, a game that is being slated all over the internet by many people. I'm actually really enjoying it. Played a lot of Ghost Recon Wildlands, and I really liked that. And I've been really enjoying Breakpoint. So I'm not actually looking to pick up Call of Duty at the moment because I think Ghost Recon's going to be taking my attention, basically. And they have announced they are going to be making a bunch of changes to it to try and improve things for those that were unhappy. But generally, I was not too disappointed with it. I thought it was all right, and still am enjoying playing it now. Right, talk with Eden about Bateman's loan spell. What's going on? Bateman is being played outside of the agreed position. Yeah, whatever. Play him wherever you want. As long as he's getting games, I'm not too fussed. Hey, Tasku, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. I'm not sure how long I'll be live for. I started off today on Battletech, and Battletech kept breaking on me, so I had a strop, ended the stream, had a wander about the house, and then decided to play some Football Manager for a bit, since the beta is out. Did you catch the Deep Rock Galactic stream? Unfortunately, it was not a very well attended stream. It seems that game is well past its heyday for people wanting to watch it. But I had fun playing it, though, Tasco. It was a good laugh. There was that one mission where I thought I wasn't going to make it out and that my teammates were going to complete the mission for me. And only when I got right to the end, I realised my 2 teammates were actually down the whole time. And me jumping into the pod in the dying seconds is the only thing that managed to complete the mission. That was unbelievably close. But yeah, we had some fun times with it. It's an interesting game. Beard Simulator. Yeah, it would be a lot better with a team, Tasku. I definitely believe that. Yeah. I was just playing with randoms. But they were all nice enough. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot more to it, isn't there? It's still technically in early access, so I assume it's only going to get better. But at the moment, unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be that much interest in people watching it being streamed. I think at one point my viewers went down to like 4 for it, which I don't think I've ever had that few viewers in my entire stream career. Even when I first started, I was getting more people than 4 for my very first streams, I think. So I was pretty shocked by that. I was like, whoa, like not many people want to watch this then, which is a shame because it's a fun game. Fun game. Right, we're going to keep the team as is. It's been working out nicely. Still need to do something about this left wing-back position, but Lowe's coping. Wonder, can I just retrain him? No, because I'm not in charge of training. I should do something about that, but I can't be bothered. Let's just crack on to this Bristol City match. I didn't even realise there was one Tasky. I don't use Discord, to be honest with you. I'm old and cantankerous, and I used Discord for a while when I was running the competitive league, and it became a place where people just hounded me with questions and stuff, and it became a source of great anxiety. After I stopped running the league, I don't use Discord anymore. Because it's a place with memories of just being constantly harassed by people about when I'm running the next season. Is this going to change? Is that going to change? Oh, hey, I've got this great idea. Why don't you totally rewrite the rules in a way that I want? You know, all that kind of stuff going on constantly. And it used to really get on my nerves, which kind of put me off using Discord. It's probably going to take me a few years to forget that and be fine with using Discord. In the meantime, I use TeamSpeak and have done for years. And I'm very happy with that. But yeah, it does mean I miss out on some game opportunities to hook up with people. But I'm all right with that for now. Grade A's says, you made me go on FIFA 20. I haven't picked that up yet, Gray. The last FIFA I picked up was 2017. And then I kind of went, oh, do you know what? I've had enough of this. I've had enough of this. This foot team and all the nonsense with the cards and all of that. It just wore me out. Oh, I can't use Patterson because I've loaned him from Bristol, so I'm not allowed to use him. He's going to have to be swapped out. We'll put Bennett on, I think, on the bench for that. But I was seriously thinking about picking up FIFA 20. I really was because who was I watching? I was watching a streamer stream it. He's really famous as a FIFA streamer. I think he's like a Mexican dude or a Mexican American. I forget his name. Kind of long hair, bit of a beard. Streams FIFA. Can't remember his name right now, but I watched him and I started watching him. I thought I'll just watch, 10 minutes just to see what it's like this time around. I ended up watching it for ages, and I thought, do you know what? I might have to pick it up. It's been a few years since I picked up a FIFA title. Maybe it's time again. And then I thought, well, am I ever going to be able to fit that into my streaming schedule? Because my streaming schedule is already packed with everything that I've already got on the go. But then I thought, well, maybe I can just get it and play it for fun. I don't have to stream it, do I? But yeah, and then I deliberated about it and haven't actually bought it. So I might buy it myself for Christmas, maybe. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it though. But yeah, it'll have been 2 or 3 years since I bought a FIFA title, so I'm probably about due. Decent effort there from Holmes, unfortunately saved by Bentley. Good start from Derby though. 67% of the ball, 3 shots. Bristol City have only just had their first one. Coming up for 15 minutes played now. I'm going to demand more because not enough is happening. Oh, God. Highlight for Bristol. It's not what we want to see. Don't give him a penalty. Hunt puts a cross in. Keogh heads away and he's fires Palmer. What a strike that was from Casey Palmer of Bristol City. From outside the 18-yard box. I think that was about a 20-yarder, that one. Look at this. Absolute rocket. And Derby go 1-0 down against Bristol. Not an ideal start to the game. Especially since things were looking... Oh, look at that. On the volley as well. Things were looking very good for us initially. And then suddenly that highlight happened. Very disappointed. But what a cracking goal to see there. Well, that's the thing, Tasker, because you know the game. You're going to feel like that, definitely, aren't you? I'm like that. If I try watching people play a game I know inside out, you just want to be like, no, do this, no, do that. What are you doing? What are you thinking? No. It's frustrating, isn't it? But yeah, I did make it very clear on my stream that it was I hadn't even played it off stream. Like, that was my very first. Like, I just booted the game up and went into it on stream for the very first time. It was interesting anyway. I know Co-Carnage does that kind of thing a lot. He streams games that he knows nothing about from scratch. But he's used to it. That was my first. Because normally I stream games that I know what I'm doing with, at least to a degree. Rooney, don't you lose the ball there, mate. Don't you lose the ball. Come on. Bielik with a poor ball forward, intercepted by Hunt. And is this going to go Bristol's way? Hopefully not. Derby back in possession now. Bogle putting the ball forward to Holmes. Holmes is in the box. Takes the shot himself, though. I feel he should have cut it across the goal mouth, maybe, for one of the other strikers to run onto. But we do come away with a corner from that. Marriott is going to get on the end of that. Keeps it in play. Plays it to Keogh, who has a shot. And that's saved by Bentley as well and goes out for another corner to Derby. Which reminds me, I should really set up my corner set pieces at some point. Still not done that. Rooney plays it back to Bogle. Bogle all the way back to Derby's keeper. Playing him as a sweeper keeper on defence, I think. Oh, here we go. Possible highlight for Derby. We're still a goal down. It'd be nice to equalise before half-time. Rooney with the shot from range there. Forcing a save from the Bristol keeper, and that goes out for a Derby corner. Little glimpse of magic there from Wayne Rooney. That's what we want to see. We need more of that, though. Going to go for a... Well, no time for a demand more. Yep, aggressive, half-time bollocking, coming right up. That was absolutely appalling, lads. What are you playing at? Come on, we're in third place. We're closing down on second place. And you've gone out and produced this. What the hell is this? Right, let me just see how our ratings doing. So Shinnie and Holmes, both contenders for being subbed off. Let's see if they improve by the 69th minute. No! No! No, this is not what I want. Wayne Rooney has picked up a foot injury. Oh God, is that him? Is that it? Career over for Rooney. We had him for 5 minutes and he's injured and that's it. It's over. Oh my God. Oh, and I haven't even got Huddlestone on the bench, have I? I bet he's recovered from his injury now as well. I should have put him on the bench. So George Evans is going to have to come on. Which way round am I going to do? Yeah, that'll have to do. That will have to do. Well, this is not good news. I'm going to lie to George Evans and tell him I believe he's got what it takes. Definitely a lie. Well, that kind of puts a dampener on my potential substitutions I was going to make to try to improve things. Yeah, that would have been very useful to know, Tasku. Yeah, I was just like, I don't know what this means. I'll just click things. So, yeah, I was just buying random upgrades on Deep Rock Galactic. Yeah. Thanks for the tip on that. That is very useful to know. Right, okay. We've got 10 minutes left. Things have not improved. Let me see. Duane Holmes is on 6.6 now. Shinnie's on 6.4. But I haven't got a spare midfielder. I've already had to use George Evans to replace the injured Rooney. So I can't bring him off. What can I do? Lowe's on a 6.5. That's pretty shocking. We'll get Craig Forsyth on. That's about it, isn't it? That's all I can do. Oh, God. This is going to be a loss, isn't it? Okay. Maybe I need to go all-out attack or something like that. We need to rescue this. We could do with an equaliser. Callis, despite being slightly injured, gets the ball through to Hunt. Palmer switches play up to Pereira. Back to Cardoso. Oh, but Shinnie gets in with a tackle. Can we get one last bit of life out of Derby? Lawrence with the shot, puts it wide. He had a man to his right. He should have played the pass, but he was too greedy. What are you thinking? Right, we're going very attacking. We're going push forward shout. It's time for desperate stuff. We want an equaliser out of this. 5 minutes to go. Can we get it? And again, we have had a decent run without a loss. Shouldn't be too disappointed if we finally pick up a loss, but Bristol, come on. Oh, Evans gets in with the tackle. Marry it to Holmes. Holmes is through. He gets the shot in. Oh my God. It's there. The very attacking push forward, desperate last-ditch effort strategy seems to have paid off there with an equaliser. Now, the question is, do I change up or do I stay the course? Holmes there providing the goal, his 10th of the season, assisted by Jack Marriott. Oh man, I'm going to stay the course. I'm going to keep it. We've got 4 minutes to go. I hope this doesn't bite me in the ass. Marriott to Holmes. Keogh. Keogh, what are you doing? What are you doing, Keogh? A phobie. Oh my God, he's put it wide. Oh, what a relief. What a relief. Demand more, you numpties. Oh man, Bogle. Should have taken Bogle off. He is absolutely exhausted. Let's get Wisdom on. Lawrence. Come on, Derby. Let's have another. Oh no! Clark off the underside of the bar. Oh my God. The glimmer of hope. I saw it and then it went. All right, Wisdom is now on. We've got some fresh legs in both wing-back positions. But Bristol are in possession. Under a minute to go. Hunt surges into the Derby box. Plays to a phobie. Now Palmer. Yes, get it away. Come on, one last attack. Lawrence sends it upfield to Duane Holmes. Holmes takes it down nicely. Takes the shot off the post. What an effort from the American there. Oh, man, we have looked like a team that could win this game. But we're going to have to settle for a draw. No worries, Tasku. Yeah, that'd be cool. Oh, my God. Wisdom with the throw to Marriott. Back to Wisdom. Come on, put one last cross in, Wisdom. What are you doing? Oh, and it ends, finally. The score is 1-1. Felt like it could have been a lot more. But honestly, it took till the 87th minute for us to get that equaliser. That was a stressful game. That was a stressful game. And now we've got to find out what's wrong with Rooney. I mean, beyond the obvious. Yeah, we're going to tell them that was disappointing. It was. We should have won that. But what is Rooney's injury? We are still third. Still ahead of Middlesbrough. Still closing the gap between us and Brentford. So not too bad. So we've had to pay Liverpool another 250k for Andre Wisdom there. Rooney is out for 4 weeks. Oh no. I mean, at least it's not forever. But he's twisted his ankle. He's out for 4 weeks. We'll have to leave it to the physios. And that is that. Not a lot we can do about it. Yeah, Tasku, if you catch the beginning of my now failed Battletech stream from earlier, you'll see William make a little appearance on stream to say hello to you guys. But it was right near the beginning, so it should be easy to find. Yeah, it's praised Duane Holmes. He's been doing well. Ah, that's interesting to know as well. Another good tip. You should write a document, Tasku. They're good to know, those things. Wow, has it really been a month? I guess it's been a month since we saved it. Okay. How many days off our next match are we? Huddersfield very soon. Okay, I think we've got time to squeeze in one more game. Then I'm really going to have to go because I'm going to have a hungry partner on my hands. I've got to keep her fed because she's got to keep feeding little William. Low showing good improvements. Nice. Yes. Oh, totally, Tasku. Go for it. You might have to remind me in the future, though, because I might not remember it between now and the next time I play. But feel free to recommend it. Right, so we're comfortable favourites against Huddersfield. Is this who knocked us out of the cup? Yeah, it was. Huddersfield knocked us out of the cup. Okay. What are we going to do about this? I think stay the course. Stay the course and see if it works this time. I don't know. Team's been getting more used to it. It's going to be a shame to be without Wayne Rooney, but Huddlestone has come back from his injury, so we could probably Millionaires Club. What have we just picked up there? Career earnings over 1 million. Okay, I've earned 1 million in my career. Brilliant. What was I saying? Yeah, Huddlestone's come back to take the place of the injured Rooney, so not the end of the world. Why does it keep telling me? This has got to be a bug, Jamie Patterson unregistered. Because he is registered, I absolutely know he is. Yes, yeah, I saw that one, the friendly fire reduction. Yeah, I thought that was going to be handy because, yeah, randoms tend to shoot randomly, wildly, and inaccurately, in my experience, in every game. Yeah, running speed I thought would be handy actually because you have to you have to do quite a lot of running to get out and keep kiting away from the mobs when you get the wave attacks. So yeah. Right, Hamer's ineligible because this is his parent club, so we're going to have no goalkeeper on the bench. Hey, welcome back, Chaucer. We are not in the Premiership. However, Wayne Rooney is injured, so you know that's a thing. Actually, let's put Patterson on the bench. Why not? And we got to hope that our keeper doesn't get injured. He's terrible as well. Need to get a better keeper. Anyway, we'll worry about that later. We've had some poor form from our defence recently. I'm a bit miffed about that. I don't know what I can do though. I haven't really got many spares. I've got Davies. I can't put Davies on for Bielik and Keogh, can I? We'll just have to make do. At least Matt Clark's playing well. He's doing all right. Yeah, I really liked the scout Tasku, and then I didn't get much opportunity to play him because there always seemed to be scouts being played by everyone else. So my second favourite after that was the gunner, and I had a lot of fun with the gunner in the end. Okay, here we go. Huddersfield, a team that we have we've beaten once, we've drawn once, and we've lost once to this season, counting the cup and the league. So anything could happen right now. Let's hope it goes in our favour though. 20 minutes in, they haven't had a shot. It's a good sign, but then again, that kind of stuff happened with Bristol, didn't it? And then they went ahead. Let's hope we don't see that again. Huddlestone punting the ball forward nicely, finding Bogle. Bogle loses the ball though. And here we go. Is this a goal for Huddersfield? Coming right up. Oh, saved and out for a corner, but I was definitely worried there. Definitely worried. Corner to Huddersfield. Pritchard to take it. Puts it into just outside the 6-yard box, but saved. Ooh. And I'm going to go for a demand more, I think. Them getting a highlight made me nervous. They'd had no shots for all of that. We're still massively in possession. Why are we not getting goals? What is going on? Bogle is looking knackered. We'll see if he makes it to half-time and then give him a little bit of the second half, because they do get a bit of fitness back at half-time. Yeah, aggressive half-time bollocking. It looks like I'm going to have to take Bogle off very soon. Yeah, he's not really recovering. Poor lad's been needing a rest for a long time and he just isn't getting one. I haven't had the chance to give him one. Because he's just better than Wisdom in that role. So I keep wanting to play him as the first choice. Wisdom is the reserve. No worries, Tasku. I'm straight up attack, Chaucer. All about the attack. Although we do... Oh, off the bar! Oh, nearly. We do have... if I just show you the tactics since you've asked. We do have counter and counter press on for in transition play. But our mentality is attacking. Wow. Pretty uneventful. Let's hope this is a derby goal finally. Holmes. What's he going to do with it? Plays it to Wisdom. Wisdom. All the way back to the libero, Bielik. Now Huddlestone. Oh, what a rocket! You see, that's the kind of thing I've been hoping Wayne Rooney would do, but there we go. Tom Huddlestone with his 4th goal of the season. Absolutely blasts it into the back of the net. Tell you what. The fans sitting behind the goal will be glad that there is a net there. That could have taken someone's face off. That could have taken several people's faces off. Look at that. Even in slow motion, that is travelling at some velocity. And that puts Derby ahead 1-0 against Huddersfield. 22 shots to their 5. I've got to say, I feel we deserve to be ahead here. But we've only managed 4 on target, which is very disappointing. 6 on target now. Clark taking it forward, plays it out to Lowe, cuts it inside to Huddlestone. This time gives it to Shinnie for a shot. His partner in midfield not quite able to unleash the rocket that Huddlestone was earlier. O'Brien almost loses the ball there, but gets it away to Jefferson. Pumps it over to Kachunga. Come on, get a tackle in, lads. Oh, I thought that might have been an equaliser for Huddersfield there. 10 minutes to go, roughly. Only 1 goal in it. Derby ahead, 1-0 at Pride Park. This is a home game. We are hoping to win this. Holmes to Wisdom. Wisdom puts a cross in, looking for Lawrence. Comes out to Huddlestone again, who puts in another long-range effort, but this time it goes over the bar. Let's have no defensive errors this time, lads. Keep it safe. Oh, Lawrence, unfortunately, unable to fully take control of that pass. And Huddersfield now in possession. Passing around in the midfield. Looking fairly confident. Still concerned they might have an equaliser in them. 10 minutes to go. Good block there by the Derby defender. It comes out to Holmes, who punts it way upfield, finding Marriott. Marriott with the chip. Oh, just tipped, just over the bar for a goal kick. 28 shots to their 6 now. And 2 minutes remaining. I think I'm long overdue making a substitution. Get Forsyth on. Who's having a bad game? Anybody? No. So it's just fitness substitutions, then I guess. We'll leave the rest. Actually, maybe I'll put some fresh legs in midfield in the form of George Evans. Having a fitter, ball-winning midfielder might be handy in the dying minutes. to help us stay on top of things. That is a very good question, Chaucer, to which I don't know the answer. Maybe the others hit the woodwork or something. Okay, the dying seconds of the game now. Bielik taking his time over this Derby free kick. Plays it to Holmes. Holmes looking for Lawrence, finds him. Ooh, foul there by Kachunga. Being called over by the ref. Is he going to get a card? No, just a talking to. So Derby have got another free kick. And the whistle is about to go any second now. Can we get a goal from this though? Oh, Holmes! Oh, he took it down so well. Had a shot at goal, but saved by the keeper, and that is the final act of the game. 32 shots to their 7. Only 1 goal though. Pretty damn disappointing shot on target ratio there. But never mind, at least we won. We will take it. Let's tell them it was a good win, because we've not won all our games against this team this season. But we will take that. Huddlestone, absolute rocket of a shot. That was a wonderful goal. Possible contender for goal of the season for Derby County anyhow. Now let's have one quick look at the table. That leaves us on 65 points. Brentford do have a game in hand though. So if they win that, they can stretch ahead again. But for the time being, we've closed the gap to 4 points. If they lose, it will stay that way. And that puts us a little bit closer to maybe taking that second spot, and that automatic promotion spot to the Premiership. 33 games played for us so far. This is how the rest of the season's looking. Still got some tough teams to play. Next game's going to be on the TV against Fulham. We are at home. But yeah, not bad season for us, really. Not bad at all. Sad that Rooney's going to be out for 4 weeks. It is a shame, especially considering how much we're paying him. 50k a week to lie on his bed with an injury. What was it? A twisted ankle, I think. But yeah, I mean, I'm fairly pleased with how things are going at Derby. This tactic is definitely growing on me more and more. Like I say, I've taken a loose kind of basis of the Liverpool strategy of last season and just kind of made a few tweaks, and it seems to be working. I mean, Marriott seems to be doing all right in that complete forward role, I suppose. I had him playing false 9. He's a bit more comfortable at complete forward. I wanted to make him an advanced forward, but then that leaves too much of a weak spot there. I don't want to have to push either of these midfielders even further forward. So we've settled for the complete forward role on attack. It would be nice if I could eventually sign a much more talented striker that's going to play that role even better. But Marriott will do for now. He's how many goals is he on? 15 goals for us so far this season. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Well, these stats down here don't appear to be working very well. Oh, there we go. If we scroll down, they are. So, top goal scorer in the league is also Marriott. 12 league goals he scored. Highest average rating, Tom Lawrence. Most assists, Tom Lawrence. Let's have a look at the player stats before we wrap this up. Who's top scorer in the league overall? Alexander Mitrovic on 17 goals. Yeah, stands to reason. No surprise there, really. He's a quality player. Serbian striker. Tom Lawrence is top of average ratings, though. Nice to see. Jack Marriott, second place for offsides. Could be better. Although he's not doing bad for shots on target, is he? He's third best in the league for shots on target. Although that last game, you wouldn't believe it, would you? Not too bad, not too bad. Okay, so I'm going to wrap things up there now. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I really appreciate, especially those of you that came back after the BattleTech stream where things were breaking on BattleTech and I was getting annoyed. Appreciate you hanging out and checking out Football Manager 2020. I will be doing a series of this, as I said. That will appear both on Twitch and YouTube at some point in the future. I will probably start from scratch with Derby County. That was my plan. This was just my trial run on the beta version just to see how things go with them, get used to the team, get used to the players on this version of the game. I didn't really play very much with them on 2019. I did most of my my playing time with Blythe Spartans on 2019. So nice to refamiliarise myself with Derby County. It is my home club, the club I support, and the city I was born in and currently live in. So yeah, it'd be nice to play with them. And of course, having a player like Wayne Rooney in his twilight years, almost using a Zimmer frame, will make things quite interesting anyway. But thank you so much for watching, guys. If you're watching this on YouTube, please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content and subscribe to the channel for more stuff like this. I will hopefully see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow will be BattleTech at the usual time of 3 p.m. UK time, 10 a.m. Eastern. I hope you'll join me then. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.